More focus.
Welcome, Echoes. I am Evie, the Disaster GM. It is wonderful to see everyone here. I'm Evie. I have thought processes. They sometimes actually complete themselves. Uh, Pronouns are she, they, or any. I am the GM for this wonderful, if disastrous, group. We are unfortunately missing Joel today, and we hope that they will be back next time. But for everyone else, let's go ahead and go around and do our introductions. Starting with Excel.
my soul. Hello. Hi everybody. It's me. It's your boy. The name is Extel. He him pronouns. I'm playing Jax, also he him pronouns. Who is I gotta look. A free spirited warrior who needs no weapon and also rides the lightning
What?
as
That's
a
a new
battle
one.
mage.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Uh,
I thought you were chaotic.
Maggie.
That's the surprise, by the way.
You have to say the surprise
Ooh.
again because I was not listening.
Rip.
We have had a descriptor change to match with character growth.
Fascinating.
Yes, Jax is no longer chaotic. He's a free-spirited warrior.
Oh, no, he's still
damn.
Who
chaotic.
needs no weapon
He's
and
so
also
Still
rides.
chaotic. There's
He's
no
so
mistake
He's
here.
so chaotic.
Look, legally distinct chaos.
It's true.
Legally
Different flavor of
distinct.
chaos.
We're all legally distinct chaos. Hi,
That's fair.
I'm Maggie. I use they and she pronouns. I play Sybil, who uses she her pronouns. Sybil is an overeager, which is also legally distinct chaotic adept who would rather be reading and is a walking dream.
And of course, last but not least, our wonderful artist, Alina.
Hey, everybody. I'm Alina Pete, and I am playing Kale. We are both they, them, And Kale is an empathic explorer who helps their friends and has the soul of a dragon.
Yeah.
I remember that whole thing this time.
Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Feeling good.
Nice.
For the
Uh,
first
strong.
time
Yeah.
But yeah, ooh,
in a year.
yeah. Oh. But yeah, so as you have noticed through our little bit of commentary, we have had a little bit of a descriptor change to match with character growth over the course of the campaign thus far. The descriptor does change a little bit of the mechanics, which we will see some of that going forward, possibly. But yeah, so just kind of stay tuned to see how that works. You will also see, as an announcement, that we have our donations currently going to Congo for Tomorrow. It is a non-governmental organization created to improve the future of the Democratic Republic of Congo through better learning infrastructures. We, as the archives will, I can talk. We at the archives receive no portion of donations or funding gone through the QR code, or you can also go to, let me switch the little thingy over. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. You can also go to their little link that is in at least the Twitch chat or in the descriptor of our YouTube live to go to their website, find out more about them, and maybe make a direct donation if you so choose. But with all that out of the way, don't forget to follow if you can, subscribe if you're on YouTube, etc. Blah, blah, blah. We will go and roll into today's session. As a content warning, we at the Archives would like to remind the audience that this is an adult content rated game. And my phone is buzzing at me. This is an adult content rated game with adult language, depictions of violence and gore, possible mentions of loss or trauma and or similar content. We do our best not to cross each other's lines, but for those listening, you have been warned. Last session, we finally rejoined each other. Everyone was back together for the first time in many sessions.
We got home.
Yep. There was perhaps a little bit of kind of Scooby-Doo people on either side of the door bumbling, fumbling comedy of errors at the very beginning of it, but having finally reconsolidated together, Kale was just like, you know what? I literally just grew an entire fucking section of the woods in a city. I'm still tired. I'm gonna go nap. And promptly found their way to Vukin's bed area to set up a hammock and sleep for another long rest there, leaving everyone else to kind of do whatever they were gonna do. In the meantime, there was some research and potions made. There was some exercise started, a little bit of an interesting experiment on the part of Ball, and a little bit of conversation between Sybil and Ball before Jax, feeling the absence of someone that he had been concerned about, that he had thought, or at least been told, was dead before they found her again. Went to check on them. Didn't know what they were talking about. And through pure impulse, no real thought, head empty, lightning appeared right next to them. And Val was just like, you know what? You two can talk. I'm just gonna, and noped right out of the room, leaving them staring directly at each other. And scene.
Yeah. Yeah. You okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Just like in general, or like right now, like what do you? Yes.
What? Well, I mean, you look like you were about to. You look like you were having some. You started to turn
I'm making.
see through.
Oh no! No, that was something else. No, I'm good. Everything's fine. I'm making science. Ball was helping. Um, I was making
Also,
science.
to set the scene, Jax, a shirtless, just having worked out, glistening Jax is like right in your face.
Yeah. No, Sybil is fully like
Very
turned
good.
around and is just staring at the like at
The alchemy
the
setup,
beakers
yeah.
and alchemy setup, and she's just like, "Nope, I'm good. Everything's fine. What do you ask?"
Just I was just worried about you. Heard you went through a lot.
Not as
Yeah.
much as you guys, I don't think. So a bear.
Yeah,
Y-
Philip.
Philip.
Yeah.
You. This is the one that you were talking about, like from the beginning.
Yes, I grew up with him. He's my best bud.
You couldn't have like. I feel like saying, "Hey, my best friend's a bear" is something that should have come up before now, but that's okay, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, if you're all good here, then I suppose I'll just Do you need help? Have something? I start to like move towards the table and I like start picking up stuff. Like I'm pretty sure I can figure something out. Like
That one's actually, you should put that one down. Can pick one that's less. Okay. I got it, but you can help if you want. Ball, are you coming back anytime soon? No. Okay. Yeah, you can help.
yeah, sure. Yeah, just tell me what to do and I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah, she like probably pulls the list of like steps that she's written for herself out and it's like, this is the one that we're making. If you want to just like grab those two things and combine that and then keep an eye on it so it doesn't get too hot. Like this one's almost done. We're making science. I actually don't know which one we're making right now, like mechanically.
You had finished one while distracted
Yeah.
by Ball. And as far as I know, just kind of devolved into conversation instead of starting another one. So you've
Yeah.
got the three that you had worked on, which basically just encompasses the first 3.5 hours of Hale's Rest. So we're like not quite halfway through, but close. If you wanted to just kind of start another one or figure out what you guys were going to do for the remainder of the rest, we can just kind of skip forward a little bit. If you had things that you wanted to like do in the meantime, then let me know. But yeah, like, did you want to make more potions considering that you guys can only really benefit from maybe 2 a piece?
Yeah. Um I would, so we have 2 health potions and a potion of babble.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if there's time, she's gonna make 2 other health potions just so everybody gets one.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah.
but yeah.
So the first one is going to be hindered by Jax attempting to help because he does not know what he is doing,
But I'm showing
At all.
him.
but
That's
you
the
will be
date,
able
though.
to.
You
Yeah,
gotta do an activity together.
but
It's the unofficial
if it
first
does
date.
not fail, he will have caught on enough to where help will actually give you a asset to the second one. So it's basically, it hinders while he is learning, but after he has gotten the hang of it, provides an asset.
Okay.
So you've already made the potion health twice,
Mhm.
so that drops it from like 18, 16 to a 12, so a 4, or
Mhm.
18, 15, 4. So 12 or better, and I think your magic training also just drops it another one.
It does if you say it does.
And you had the recipe on hand instead of having to have it memorized, which
Mhm.
drops it by another. So technically, you're rolling for a 6 right now,
I'm doing great.
but you're rolling for a 9 because of Jax's assistance.
Jax's assistance, plus also Jax just in proximity is probably stressing her out. Can it actually not
He's
be because that
also
was a 6 itself? I could have done this myself.
Yep.
So, like,
he's also probably not at all benefiting. He's like, no,
No.
wait, do you add this to this, or like?
yeah, it is
And-
awkward, and then like you're trying to talk it out to him and rambling a little bit because it's Sybil, and something gets poured into the wrong place or in the wrong capacity, and it ends up fizzling. The next one will have neither an asset nor hindered because you can either get him to like, "Nyeh," or he is at least not going to make it harder this time. So this one did fail, but you can attempt again.
I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Maybe
It's
don't drink that, Jax.
yeah, it is a bad potion. We have already established during Magic Potion Roulette what bad potions do.
Oh, we're gonna keep it though.
Oh yeah.
We can use that.
Yeah.
Waste not, want not.
Yeah, it will have an effect, but
Uh-huh.
it will also make you thoroughly inebriated
Mhm.
because it's mildly poisonous.
That may come in handy actually at some
Mhm.
point.
So yeah, mark down that you have
yeah.
a spoiled potion.
hashtag
As well.
spoiled.
Hashtag spoiled potion? Is
Yeah.
that what you were gonna say?
Yeah. You know,
Yeah,
the
that's not
hashtag
that
was going around.
spoiled, but I'm down for a spoiled potion. Yeah.
We get that's the alcohol in the group. We don't carry alcohol around, but
No, just spoiled potions.
that's what you should name your thing,
Huh.
Evie.
No,
Spoiled
this
potion.
this one is named Carmilla.
Oh, no, that
but
makes sense.
Nice.
Oh.
yeah, but I would like to correct you. Ball carries around alcohol.
That's
So
true.
yes,
Paul
you do
Apologize,
does
yeah.
carry around
Yeah,
alcohol.
you do carry
Mhm.
around alcohol.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, so you can go ahead and make another roll
second
for
one.
your next one.
That is an 18.
Okay, very, very good. So yeah, you have one very successful potion, and the next time you roll, you'll be rolling for a 3. Eventually, you'll be
Yeah.
like this system is designed to where
You're getting good
like
at
if
this.
you make it frequently enough, you can make it without having to roll. Like if you want to still roll to see if you get like a minor or major effect, you can, but it's the
But you
same
don't have to.
concept as like yeah, it's the same concept as 0 difficulty. You choose to roll if you want to gamble on that major effect because it's also gambling on a natural 1. Or you can just auto succeed and be like, yeah, no, I'm not risking it on this. Entirely up to you and how you feel your luck is going for the day. But yeah, so the rest of the time that Kale is napping, maybe drooling a little bit on the hammock, Pico curled up has like a teapot nearby or on top of them. It goes by fairly smoothly, maybe a little awkward. A little bit of like acrid smell from that one spoiled potion still lingering slightly. But eventually, Kale, you do find yourself like thoroughly twisted up in the hammock, not like tangled, just sleeping in an awkward position because of just how exhausted you were. It was difficult to hold still while you slept.
Yeah.
But you are awake, a little bit of cotton mouth, and for the most part, recognize where you were when you fell asleep. It's not that kind of groggy, where the fuck am I type of thing of waking up in an unfamiliar place. You,
Yeah.
for the
I imagine
most
they
part,
slept
recognize it. Yeah.
hard though. They were
Yeah.
like out, and now they're
Yeah.
like,
It's, yeah, just
okay,
a little bit of
well,
cotton mouth from like being, and yeah.
yep.
But
Fan art. Make that happen, Alina.
please don't. For Kale, yes, not for me. Do not
Yeah.
put me in that position. But yeah, so you are awake. It is probably about 9-10 hours later.
Yeah.
You've got a little bit of a crick in your back from sleeping in a frequently tossing and turning position.
Am I hungry?
You spent a lot of time
On
outdoors the
on this, yeah,
previous
it's true.
day.
Cool.
So, super hungry, you're thirsty.
Then I will like do the like, oh, crack my back, like probably roll out of the hammock awkwardly first,
hmm
and then stretch and stretch and try to. Ugh.
A very sweaty Alexi is like just kind of napping against the doorway, and like Paul is also out in the little
Yeah.
hallway as well.
Then I will scoop up Pico, and my pack,
Mhm.
and like tiptoe out. I'm in the mage's bedroom, right? I would imagine that there was a bathroom in here somewhere, because if this was his living, working place, there is probably somewhere to freshen up. So I'm gonna look around for that without waking anybody up.
In the immediate hallway, there is not. There was a wash basin in there, but there's no pump to fill
There's no
it
water. Yeah.
currently, so like it's not really of use to you at the moment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna nose around and try to find anything like a washroom or even a kitchen somewhere with water.
Okay. Walking through the walking through the hallway, you see that same mural. Alexi belatedly like kind of also stumbles and like coughs and like stretches. His shirt is like super sweaty from the exercise that Jax had left him with, because as far as I know, Jax didn't come back to stop him. So it
Nope.
just got to the point where he was tired and decided to like sit back and rest for a while.
He just did push-ups till he passed the fuck out.
Yeah, he's
Until
like
failure.
he's
It's okay.
like doing squats and push-ups and
Yeah.
like a bunch of like kind of wind sprints during during sections of the hallway. It's like this poor kid. But yeah, so
And then
he
you
like
wake up and you do them again.
yeah, and then he
Yep.
like
That was Jax's
stumbles.
childhood.
He stumbles after you, Ball, not too far behind. You would essentially have to go through the main area to find other hallways if you are searching. Coming out of that kind of muralish hallway brings you to that central room that has the glowing orb of Snork that is essentially the great granddaddy of yeah,
Kale sighs, and then they'll set down their bag and go over and put a hand on the glowing ball.
before you do that, actually,
Hmm.
you don't even need to make a roll for this. You kind of walk in and you know that there are other potential doorways and hidden rooms and halls down in this study because that's how you guys got down here, a room that you hadn't discovered before. And like, just kind of looking around as you notice the ball, you notice that it kind of seems to be about chest height to a semi-transparent figure
Is it
that is
Sybil?
standing on the dais. No, it's a man in possibly his 50s, maybe his 60s. It's hard to tell because the light kind of washes out what remains of like the translucent kind of ghostly figure that's standing there. And he's just kind of looking around, trying to peek in through the doorway that leads into the workroom where you, as far as last left Sybil and Jax.
Okay, well, Kale was not expecting anyone else down here, so they're walking in. They sort of like are looking around for doors, and they
Yeah.
glance at this guy and go, "Ah,
Yeah.
who are you?"
Alexi and Ball practically slam into you, and they look thoroughly confused as you're saying that. Alexi goes, you already met me. We went through this
No, no, no,
before.
no, no, no. There's a
Oh, I'm
man
so
there.
sore. I am so
Who are
sore.
you?
Again, I am Lexi.
No?
I am so sore. I'm gonna go find Jax. And then like Alexi just kind of tromps around you to go and find Jax and complain that Kale is awake but seeing people. Um, saying things. As you say that, you do see that the ball glows slightly brighter, washing him out even further as the attention turns towards you.
But does the figure turn towards me, or is it
Yeah,
just the ball?
the figure
Okay.
turns towards you. You can't hear anything that he might be saying, but as the attention has turned towards you, it is washing out the majority of him.
I will step closer very cautiously. Still looking at this man, going, can you hear me? Hello? Wave if you hear me. Are you there? Sybil?
Were Sybil and Jax still working in the workroom?
I feel like
This is like several
it's been
hours later.
2 hours.
Yeah,
at
it's been
least.
2 additional hours since you finished the last health potion.
Jax probably went somewhere.
Sybil's
Have a
just.
nap or
I mean,
something?
uh,
You guys need a rest too, probably.
I don't know. I feel like Sybil's just been like reading notes and trying to make the least amount of eye contact with Jax as possible.
Yeah, Kale's not calling very loud either, so if you want to just, you don't hear them, that's fine.
Might still be in the room, but like sitting up against the wall,
Okay.
like and just
Kale's
resting
gonna come up
my
and try
eyes
to
as I
poke at the guy.
The guy or the ball?
The guy.
Your hand goes through it.
Well, shake my hand off. Look at him again. See if he's like tracking me. Move side to side.
Yes, kind of, but again, like with him as washed out as he is from the light shining like right at chest level, it's like you are trying to see what would kind of be a hologram around a stage light.
Right.
So
I'll just
like
frown at him.
Yeah, seeing
for a minute.
gestures, seeing facial expressions, seeing detail is very difficult at the moment.
And then, still frowning at him, put my hand on the orb.
Yes. What is it that you need now? Exactly.
So rude.
Did you have some sort of illusion of a man tied to this room?
No, is that why you were talking at me without giving me the liberty to respond.
There's a man standing right by you, the orb, but he's see-through. I don't quite know.
Other than the child that entered with the majority of you, there's no other living creature within the entirety of the study.
Right. That's very odd. Listen, I would do utterly unspeakable things for any kind of bath right now. Did you have water in here? Is there some sort of washroom?
Take the right-hand doorway halfway through the workroom, and that should lead you to the freshening quarters.
Thank you. Also, if you can see me when I'm in this room, can you see me in all of the rooms?
Yes.
Can you not? I am going to take a bath.
I have no interest in any portion of that.
Thank you. Just turn your eyes away or something. I'll be back later.
It's not
Thank you.
how it works. Okay.
I'm going to go to the room that he mentioned, and I'm still like, the guy's still there, right?
The figure.
So I take my hand off, I can see things again. I'm like, just kind of look at him, and then I'll like edge away. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
Grab my bag and head towards the washroom.
Yeah, so you walk into the workroom. I don't know what the others are doing.
Awkward.
I like to imagine Sybil's just in a corner, just like
Good.
with a book open, and is just like refusing to make eye contact with Jax.
Oh.
The complete
Just like,
opposite of
"Nope, I'm good."
prolonged eye contact.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Jax is sitting against the wall. Probably
I am empathic.
also.
Do I need to make a roll to get the vibes in here?
Like you
Or is it
need a
just that
roll.
obvious? It's just
It's
obvious.
probably fairly obvious that it is very awkward.
And I'm just gonna
Jax
like
is also
pause.
uncharacteristically reading a book.
Yeah, it's
I'm going
upside
to pause.
Yeah,
Look between the
reading
two
a
of them.
book. Yeah,
Decide
reading a book. Like, do
it
you
is
have any
too
books
early.
that are in the modern language?
Sybil's journals.
Oh my god.
That's the only thing that would be written in, like, everything else is going to be written in the old text if this is his study.
Is Jax just
Yeah.
reading an old textbook and like just looking at the pictures?
Yeah, she would have like a textbook or some random journal.
Make a roll. Just
Me or
make an
him?
intellect-based roll, yeah. To see if you get any of the characters. Because remember, when you first entered the foyer of the study, before like the light room, like way back during your first visit, the ledger that was basically the guest ledger that he used was where you recognized one of your mom's maiden names. So like there is the slight chance that Jax might be able to decipher like a word or two.
Am I making a roll?
Yeah, make a roll, intellect based.
Oh, lovely. All right, cool beans. That's a 10.
You recognize one character that is just similar enough to the modern lexicon to where you'd be like, okay, that is a letter.
T. Wonderful. Yeah. T. I just go through reading all the T's in the book.
Oh,
T is wonderful.
Oh, you meant like alphabet letter and not like that is the structure grammatically of a letter. Okay. We're all doing so good.
Kale's looking at all of
Oh.
this, and they decide they do not want to deal with this right now. So they're just like, "Good morning, everyone. I'm going to go have a bath. I will be back in a moment."
Oh, okay. We have lots. Never mind. Just like as Kale's walking through, just like, oh, no,
Kale's
please don't
expression is like, "I just woke up, and I do not want to deal with shit right now."
intellect
They're like,
task.
"What's in my clock?"
intellect task to spot where the hidden door is, because this is another one of the hidden doors that he directed you to.
Cool.
You know
I
the
do know where it
approximate
is.
area. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
the approximate area.
I believe in you.
Oh, did my recovery rolls come back?
Yes.
Sweet. In which case, I will put some effort on this because Kale desperately wants that. They're trying real
Yes.
hard.
It's
Like,
only
please
a
don't make
difficulty
me be a
4
part of
because you
this.
know where
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is. Yeah,
They're
it's only
like,
a difficulty
please.
4 because you know where it is.
Oh, that's good. That's a 12. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm like, please let me have a bath. Oh god, so tired.
Sorry. Sorry also about this. The past gas, and it is
Oh no.
You can go open a window if you need to.
Buddy. No, buddy.
right.
Rip.
I'm very glad birds don't fart.
But yeah, so
Do they not?
walking through that, you like do see essentially what looks to be, instead of actual bookcase, hangings on the wall and shelving on the wall, and one of those is very obviously like a blank picture type of thing that is one of the little hand palm things that opens the doors. So you get
Which is
that one,
bath.
yeah,
Yeah.
to open. Maybe a meter away from where Jax is sitting. And just like
Also,
walk through.
Kale seems to know exactly where they're going. Like they just walk up and they just go like buh on the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, so like walk through, there's a little bit of a T section, and doing like some mental calculations, you can tell that one end of the T goes back to that display room that has like the fancy robe that you guys tried to get and couldn't, and then the other way goes down in a different direction.
Let's go that way.
Following that along, you reach what looks to be like a very old version, not like old as in decrepit, but like old architecture style of like a smaller version of public baths.
Ooh.
Like there is a very large pool that is gradually filled by little tiny streams of waterfalls from one wall. And the ceiling, much like the ceiling in the Skyway, depicts what is above you instead of like just the ceiling. So you can see directly up into the lake.
Amazing. Kale feels like a beam of light has shot down from the heavens and angels are singing. Like they're just like, oh.
Yeah, you can see like a chest off to the side with what is probably very, very old and like crusted together various versions of like soap sand and oils and things like that are meant to be used for a bath that are completely unusable now.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
But as you
there is
pass
water,
through,
and that's all I care about.
as you pass through, you pass over a rune on the ground, and this water begins to steam
Oh.
because it is magically heated, but only in the presence of someone that is going to use it.
Kale still is like laughing delightedly to themselves as they strip and they're just in that bath immediately.
Yeah.
They will bring Pico in.
Yeah.
Pico seemed to like water before.
Yeah, so Pico wakes up and like kind of is curious, looks around, and seems surprised at the amenities that have managed to survive. But like, yeah, easily like starts eeling around in the water like a shiny miniature copper dragon would, I guess.
Good. Wonderful. Kale has a very long, steamy bath and just is finally content for the first time in days.
Yeah, it is very nice. You can tell by like the texture of the water that it's not like from a spring. Most likely there is some sort of filtration system, mechanical or magical, you don't know, that is drawing the water directly from the lake above you.
Cool. That's lovely. This is their wildest dream. This is the nicest thing that's happened to them.
You are in the private study of an archmage that
Mhm.
ran the entire city. He's gonna have some fancy amenities.
Yeah.
Um,
So
yeah.
like the two of you are it's a while before Gail comes back. Like it's probably like an hour minimum.
Yeah, you guys saw Kale like wander through, a little startled. Alexi did come up to you, Jax, prior to Kale being done, being like, Kale's awake and seeing things. I am so sore. Why? How do you do this like every day? You do this like
Uh-huh.
every day?
Yeah.
Why do you do this every day? Why I
I
oh.
just do. I
And
don't
then he
know.
just kind of flops down onto the ground next to you and looks at the book that you're looking at. I can't even read
Drink.
that.
Did you have any water?
Do you see water?
Did you did you drink any? Find some water. What are you doing?
Where am I gonna find water down here? You went
I don't know.
through,
Somewhere.
you threw me through like a magical, like glowing wall somehow, and I don't even know where we are.
Hi, have we met before? I don't. A lot of things have happened.
Uh, yeah, I'm spying on you guys for Jem, and he's gonna
Right,
teach me to kick his butt.
right, right. I have some water if you're thirsty. What are you?
I like her better than you. He just walks over to Sybil.
Just
I'm
what
not the one
you?
who didn't drink water.
Oh, I remember. You were the one that I thought was a kid, but you're the one that's definitely not a kid.
I'm totally not a kid.
Right. Uh-huh.
I'm sure,
He's a
and
kid.
I am going
Mhm.
to I am going to learn how to kick his ass. He is teaching me how to kick his ass. I'm just really sore right now. Thank you for the
No,
water.
that's fair. When
Yeah,
you
you
learn
drink a
how
lot
to
of
kick
water.
his ass,
Stretch.
when you figure it out, you'll have to teach me because I also don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
You're nice, so okay.
Uh,
I thought I was nice.
when have you been training? We've been together for like 3 weeks now. You do that every day?
Yeah.
When? I don't think I've slept in 3 weeks. I don't remember seeing you do that.
Well, we still plenty of time in 3 weeks. But yeah, I just do it, whenever I have free time. Pump
And
out
you do
some
and you do like
reps.
kind of thinking about it, remember that like especially when he's tense about something, he just randomly starts doing push-ups.
Yeah.
Usually it's push-ups. Sometimes it's like sit-ups or squats, but usually it's push-ups. Sometimes it's handstand push-ups. And then like he gets like more anxious while doing it and then jumps up and does something else. So you've seen him exercise, possibly not to the extent that Alexi is indicating, but you also don't know what Alexi was doing. So maybe Alexi was just constantly falling over attempting to do handstand push-ups like Jax. You don't know.
That's so fair. That's so fair.
Also, how many were you doing that you're so sore like that? I only said
It
do
didn't
100 of
tell
each.
it didn't tell me to stop and like 100 reps, 100 times, 100 sets. I don't know. So I just kind of kept going until I had to like take a nap.
You know what? That's the good mentality. Yes, yeah, I love that. Yeah, keep doing that.
I can't lift my hand above my head.
I think he's gonna
No,
die
no,
if
no,
he does that again.
no. It's fine. You start off with 100, and then you scale up from there. Yeah.
So like
No
100
no muscle
total.
on the bones. Yeah, 100 of each. 100 push-ups, sit-ups,
Okay.
squats, and then you would do a 10-kilometer run, but we don't. Well, I mean, I don't want you to get lost in here because then we'll never find you, and you might die from something. So
Jax, don't tell a kid that he's gonna die. That's not.
I okay.
I mean, it's what
Thank you for
almost
the
happened to us
water.
like a few times.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to know that he does. We did not. We know how to get into and out of this place. You're not gonna die down here. Don't worry.
From anything dangerous, starvation maybe if you get lost.
Okay.
But
Okay. I don't feel like that's you don't have to scare him. You're already
oh,
making him
sorry,
train until he passes out.
I didn't. Okay, I didn't tell him to do that. He did that on his own. Also, good work though.
We're sending some mixed messages to this kid. Like very, very
Mhm.
distinctly mixed. You're
Mhm.
doing great, but also don't do that.
Don't do that, and you might die,
Yeah.
but like, don't die.
You'll be fine.
We might.
we
We did.
do. You do 100. We scale it from there. I do 3,000. Yeah, but that's
You do 3. Hold on.
yeah.
Sybil pulls out another sheet of paper and she's like doing math on it and just like, so that one takes this amount of time. 3,000. How fast can you do a push-up?
I start doing push-ups as fast as I can.
Amazing.
I am
So-
now just imagining any of the training montages from Mashal where it's
Yeah.
just
Absolutely.
Yeah.
like
Absolutely.
very, very quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
just
pump
go,
out like 50 of them in like 5 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, hey, that was so much faster than I. Okay.
I've been doing this since I was 3.
definitely can't do this. I can't do that. Not yet. I'm gonna kick your ass. Do you
Yeah, drink
like
water.
food or something? I'm hungry.
Ball has pocket jerky.
Ball does have pocket jerky.
Last session, it was established that Ball ran out of the pocket jerky.
No,
No.
you're so
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, last session it was
Yeah.
established that Ball
abused-
finally ran out of the pocket jerky.
We've abused
I'm
our
sure we
pocket
got
jerky
something.
situation.
Don't we have backpacks that we had when we went spelunking?
Yeah, but you didn't
Weeks
really.
ago?
Yeah, you didn't really keep a lot of food on you, and you haven't really restocked.
No.
I
Which
mean-
we're-
Just wait till Kale's done their bath.
Yeah.
Kale remembered, hey, you know what? People need to eat sometimes, and
Yeah.
brought food with them.
Oh, Kale did bring food. I remember
Kale
that.
brought food and drinks because it was whatever was left at their house. Because
Yep.
they were like, it's gonna spoil. Might as well bring it with me.
Yep.
Listen,
But
kid, you're
back
gonna
at
want a
the
lot of
bath,
protein.
um,
Jack's
this is the
so-
first time that Kale has had a bath since their hair has been weird.
Mhm.
Oh, damn.
Does the bath start to smell like tea?
No.
Okay, good. That's nice. Good. So they wash their hair out. It's got a weird texture. They don't have any
Yeah.
soap.
Your hair might smell a little bit like tea, but tea does generally encompass like more preparation than just raw leaves that like
Yeah.
are freshly picked or
Yeah.
still on the
Generally have to
vine
dry them.
being put
Often
into
smoke them.
hot water. It is also not boiling water, so while
Yeah, it's
your
true.
hair might be fragrant, it is not tea smelling, and the very large bath does not smell like tea.
No. So just before they're ready to get out, like as they're fully relaxed, feeling great, they'll kind of hook their arms over the side, look over at Pico, who's still swimming around, and be like, "Are you all right?"
I'm still a little tired, I think, but I will probably be okay. I'm just gonna say maybe possibly talk to people when you get a crazy idea before you actually do the crazy
Probably,
idea,
yeah.
because it kind of like saved us both from the whole multiple days of exhaustion thing.
Yes.
And
I mean,
you're lucky that
you're-
it didn't kill you.
You're my guide, so I need to be running things by you because I imagine you know more about all of this than I do.
Like to an extent, and like I'm not gonna like run your entire life or whatever. Just like crazy ideas, especially involving magic, might be
Well, let's be
good,
frank here. I have
like,
no idea what I'm doing, and I would
just
need all the help I can get. So let's be sure to talk
communicating.
regularly.
Yeah, communicating with people about crazy ideas is usually a good idea. Like it's
Do
just it's a thing. It's a thing.
Do you have any idea how I was able to do that? Because you said it took 3 of us to do normally, right? Was it these? And I'll like point at the crystal shards.
That have now merged entirely into your skin and look like shiny, like gem-like scales in a shrapnel pattern across your back.
Cool. Cool.
Um, Yeah, so
Let's
like
go.
possibly I do not know what type of magic was put into that thing that blew up.
Right.
I kind of wasn't super awake when it blew up, but it's possible if they had some sort of amplification thing going, or maybe something that might affect like time, like drawing power over time or something. Sometimes those can make other things go really weird.
All
Just,
right.
just a little
I
bit.
will keep
But
that in
yeah,
mind. I'm
usually time and amplification are the things that make things go strange.
right. I must confess I'm needing to recalculate what is happening with me. I previously, when we talked, I took a long time to come to terms with the fact that I will turn into a dragon. I think I'm on board with that now, and that is something that I want.
Okay.
Seeing my face in a dream, it it felt like seeing myself truly for the first time. It felt a lot like the first time I cut my hair, actually, and sort of saw that that looks like me now, and it didn't before. It was like that, but even greater.
Okay.
But I didn't think that I had powers like Jax and Sybil, like call down lightning or just walk through walls. I thought that the dragon thing was all that was going on. But I was a forest yesterday.
You I kind of remember that usually, like, people that are guarding the grove will commune with it.
Right.
Um, Normally, it's just you can only spend so much time doing it because it gets a little addictive. Sometimes people just don't want to wake up.
Okay. So don't do it all the time, but it is something I can do again.
Y- Yeah, it takes a lot of self control to pull yourself out.
Right. All right. Is there anything else I need to be aware of?
Eventually, you'll be able to fly. Um,
I mean, I think I remember dreaming of that a couple times.
it's sometimes some things develop and sometimes other things don't. It's what nature gives its guardians gets kind of, I don't want to say personal, more personalized.
Interesting. So
I
maybe something strange will pop up. There's no way of knowing.
it's And this is also me needing to go back and look at your focus. Let me get to that page. Do, 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 do. Um, like in some cases, you'll be able to call nature to your aid without having to like fast forward through power or time. Um, and in some cases, I don't know, you might be able to like save a dying plant. In some cases, you might be able to draw all of the life from all living things connected to the earth within an entire mile to yourself to blow someone up. It's what
Oh,
nature needs
that's
and what you
that's
need at the time.
worth mentioning. That's a good thing to know so that I don't do it by accident. or at a time where that wouldn't be good.
I don't know
Right.
if you're able to commune that strongly yet.
I desperately hope not. I don't even think I can change myself if I want to. I tried once and it didn't work.
It might just take some time for you to like build up the internal power for it. Because there's like power outside of the body and power inside of the body, and it gets like mages that like study magic know a bit more about it than we do, really. We just kind of my sister called it like vibe with the earth and then we get power.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I will run any crazy ideas I have by you before I go out and do them. I cannot guarantee the same of my companions. Speaking of, we should probably get back to them before they decide to do something. I'm not sure what.
Yeah. So he asks as he's crawling up your up to your
Yeah,
shoulder.
we're now getting out of the bath and like
Yeah.
not really toweling off because the towels I'm sure would poof into dust if we touched them, but drying off
Yeah,
as best as possible and getting clean clothes on, which feels amazing.
so you are a plant dragon. So you kind of absorb the liquid that you don't shed off. Like
Huh.
it's not like an instant absorption thing. It's just you feel less damp than you should more quickly than you should.
Has Pico mentioned the whole plant dragon thing?
No.
Kale's starting to figure it out, but they're not
Yeah,
they're not there
Pico
yet.
has not
Cool.
mentioned a word of the
Fine.
fact that you are part plant now.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's great. They're a great guide.
Yeah.
Good Yelp review.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kale is finally dressed. They're doing their hair. They finally feel and look like themselves as much as they can. We'll saunter back in looking far more relaxed than you've seen them in ages.
Yeah.
They'll also refill their thermos from the fresh water, not from the bath pool,
Okay.
because they are getting low on water as well.
Yeah, so the water
And they're
that's
gonna
pouring down instead of the stuff that's already in the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they will almost be whistling like happily as they come back up, as they are getting out some tea and starting to make themselves a cup of cave. Have your coffee in the morning. If they're going to deal with whatever is going on in that room, they're going to need a fresh cup of cave.
Yeah, so let's see, it was like about 5-ish p.m. The hour 6 plus 10. So it well, I'm trying to figure out what time of day it is for you guys.
What a
Because
question.
We
looking
lost
up,
Now
sense
you
of
get another
time.
net 20.
yay,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah,
Hell
right there at Sybil.
Another net 20.
Hell
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Am I gonna use that to not deal with my problems? Yes.
yeah.
Amazing. Good. Good.
To avoid everything.
But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
so it's right about midnight based off of my estimations.
That's cool.
Like it's
Morning
like
for me.
midnight, 1 o'clock, because you guys found Sybil sometime around 5-ish.
Yeah.
Hmm. You gotta get
So
our sleep so you have to schedule back on track.
yeah, so your
All the
sleep
way around.
schedule, your whole schedule is
It's
just
fucked.
Everything's
entirely
fucked.
fucked. Like, because it was also that like you guys like Kale decided to nap instead of just waiting until the next time you guys slept. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, yeah, it's
Good. We're
about
great.
it's my
We're doing
about
good.
midnight-ish, maybe 1 o'clock-ish, with the amount of time that it took like wandering around and taking a bath and whatnot. Um, but yeah, so like you were able to tell that despite the fact that there was some measure of artificial lighting in there, that the lake above you was dark and that it is
Right.
probably late at night.
Maybe they'll skip the cab and just have something
Yeah.
a little less caffeinated.
Yeah. But yeah,
They're still
so
having a tea. So they wander back in looking fresh.
through the doorway that you did not notice
Relaxed.
there, like fully refreshed, like cleaned up.
Oh, there's a door there.
Well,
There
you
is.
saw them go through
You
it
didn't
to
see
go
walk
to the
into it
bath.
earlier?
Yeah,
Not sure Sybil did.
Yeah, no.
yeah, valid, entirely
It was
valid.
right next to Jack's, yeah.
Oh, there's not just a door down there, darling. There is an entire heaven.
I
Just had one of the
Like-
best baths of my life.
oh,
like dot. Oh, a bath. Okay, got it. I thought you meant like a.
No, there is a fully heated spring under the lake.
Oh, Alexi, that's the perfect place to rejuvenate the muscles. Go in there.
Oh,
It's
okay,
kinda-
I can't move very fast right now.
it's kind of
Okay.
late also. He shouldn't be in there by himself. Okay, you cannot throw a child into a lake. Jack,
I am not a child. Stop picking me out. But yeah, so like you guys
It's a
again
joke.
walk out into like the tea section in the hallway. One direction goes towards where that collection of behind magical barriers stuff is, and then the other section kind of winds around to a large bathing room. It's very, very large for a personal bathing room, but small for a public bath. So, like, it's one of those fucking rich people type of moments
Yeah.
for most people. But yeah, so
Nice.
it's bigger than what you had at your like house on the cliffs, at least, Sybil. Um, like, is something about being like the person that runs the entire city and a like archmage, stuff like that. But yeah, so it like
Benefits are wonderful.
the glowing lights flicker back into existence, and the room glows as you guys pass over it, or as Alexi passes over it. I don't know if you guys are going to check out the bath with him, but yeah, it's like a public baths with like a vaguely tiled hot spring-ish that like it begins to steam as you pass over the room because more people to take advantage of it. You have no idea how the water cycles, but somehow it does.
This is interesting. This is fun. I actually had something I want to talk to y'all about.
okay.
What's up?
And I get I get serious. There's like this serious look that comes over my face. Not the kind of serious that he has when he's like mad about something,
Yeah.
but the
But,
type
like,
of
it's game
serious that he's
time.
just kind of like, yeah. And he's
What's
just
the
like,
matter,
I think it's
Jax?
time that we get involved more with upstairs. Yeah.
You do look up and it's just the dark lake.
With the council.
Probably not now. Yeah. I think we've been running around for too long.
It's really fun.
But honestly, I'm itching
I
for
don't disagree with
fight.
you. But how?
Though they are not currently here to express it, I know that Joel has previously expressed that should this particular sentiment come up, Ball is all for it.
Lovely. Um,
Good. Our spy is off in the bath, so we can talk freely now.
Yes.
there's two things that I think we need to take care of, and I have an idea that could take care of both of them in theory. First, we need to take care of the fact that everybody thinks that you and I point to Kale and I, kidnapped her. I point to Sybil.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And second thing is, well, we saw how the guards are basically invading DFU. So I propose that we go fight them and stop them from doing so.
break the
in
siege on
front of
Deepview?
everyone. Because the council is hiding the fact that magic exists. The college, the school, blew up for reasons that we thought at the beginning. Magical artifacts and stuff. And we need to protect people from that. They need to know. The council's not going to tell anybody. And we know we have the flyers going around, but that'll go so far. They need to see it.
I also get the impression that the City Watch does not like having Lancers from another city here, and that the real problem is not so much the City Watch, but the council that has brought in hired mercenaries from other cities to do something. I
Those
think
guys are tough too.
I think you're right, though, that breaking the siege of Deepview is probably the first priority.
I think if the people see what's going on, like I don't believe that anybody in Isenbridge is to blame for the treatment of the people of Deepview besides those in charge who perpetuate it.
Our flyers will have had a full day to circulate as well. And the populace should be talking about it now. Slowly at first, but more and more as people talk to each other. And they need to already have known that something was going on. What with the strange things happening in the city and then people changing. I don't think it's going to seem too outlandish now, the idea that magic is back.
So I think we should go when people are out in the morning so they see us. They see us fight. They see Sybil with us fighting as well. Someone who prestige in the higher ups of society, say you will. And also they'll realize that we didn't kidnap you and that you're here of your own free will.
I think
Sybil, you'll have to be the one to tell them that. They will not believe us.
Sybil looks visibly nauseous. Like this entire conversation, I think she just looks visibly nauseous. And you say that she has to tell everybody, and she's like, "I can do that."
Kale will come very close and put like a reassuring hand on your shoulder and look right in your eyes and go, "I know you can."
Yeah, I can. Oh, guys, this is a lot of stuff. A lot. It's fine. This is what we wanted to do. This.
Yes.
I think she like looks down and then like looks up very pointedly at both Sybil, at both Kale and then at Jax, and is like, "If this is what we are deciding to do, then I am with it. I am with us. I am on board with this plan. I don't really know what that's going to look like for my parents, but they've been adjacent to a lot of nasty things for a while, and I think that it's time that that stops."
Did you tell them about the corruption on the council? What did they have to say?
You know, we didn't get that far. It was a lot of them, well, only one of them. I only talked to my mom. Listen, if I don't have to deal with things, I kind of choose not to. So I didn't really talk to her about that.
Sybil.
Yeah. No, I
Were they-
tried, I think.
Were they worried about you being alive? I imagine that would have taken up most of the conversation.
That was most of it. And then I was just mad because my mom was talking about, I think she's known that it's coming back. She made some weird references to having left she said she left that life to keep us safe, but like she wouldn't tell us what that was about. And now, right? Yeah. No,
Well, we know
I
the
it's
council's
weird.
known for a couple of years now,
I
and
know,
they've done
but
nothing.
So this isn't two moms, right? My mom, she's more of like archaeologist. My mama, she's the one that like is actually like she's more the people person. But so this is the mother that like she shouldn't have. She's not really. She doesn't really care about the council. That's not really her thing. This is something completely different, and I don't know what it is because she doesn't tell me anything.
This was your archaeologist mother?
Yes,
Hmm.
you would actually probably really like her. And you know what? There's a portal straight into the house that we can take if you ever want to say hi. We haven't even talked about everything that's happened over the last couple days.
No, we haven't.
Not much.
Too early to meet the parents.
Hale's skepticism is like just like, mm.
Sybil's just like,
Jax tried to not say that out loud, but it totally came out loud.
Yeah.
Also, Kale is giving you that like, there's something you're not telling me kind of look, and like just like they're not looking away.
I don't. What? Please ask your question. This is scaring me.
we have to.
Sybil,
have
I
to,
know I've been trying to allow you your privacy because I know that whatever was going on at your home was bad enough that you didn't want to return and slept at my tea shop for days. And I don't want to pressure you or get
Comfy.
involved with your family troubles. But it's very obvious to me that there's something about your mother's that you don't want to tell us.
No, it's not. It is not anything specific. It's just. It sounds stupid, I think.
I promise you I won't think anything that you say is stupid. I understand complicated families.
They're not bad. They're not bad people. And I love them a lot. We don't really talk very much. I don't think that they actually know who I am as a person, and that's fine.
Do you
But
give them
they're
the chance to?
no. Why would I do that? Every time my parents have very specific ideas of what we are supposed to accomplish as their children. And I didn't want that for myself. And I didn't know that I didn't want that for myself until pretty late. And there was a point where I just, when you come back to a place and it's the same and you're not, I think I thought that it could still feel like home if I just didn't go back.
Hmm.
But it's not, my parents, they don't understand anything about me. And I don't really think that I want to deal with having to tell them who I actually am, because if I do that, then they're gonna be mad at me. I don't know. I can only disappoint them so many times in a day, right? Like,
So it wasn't the academy that sent you to my tea shop.
No.
It was your parents' expectations.
No, it's when you drop out of college and your parents are prominent members of the council. They're not members of the council, you know what I mean. She's just like rifling through bags, just like I didn't really know what to do or
That's
where
fine.
to go, and I didn't want to be home, and I didn't want to be at school, and and now I'm here, and I'm having a good time for the first time. I've made a mess of this.
Sybil, I'm glad that you've come to the realization that the you that your parents want is not the you that you really are, and that you are now free to be who you are, sans their expectations. That's a good thing. And even if they don't approve of that at first, They should be happy that you are being yourself, finally, and not just a reflection of them.
They should be.
And that
But
doesn't necessarily mean that they will.
no. And maybe they will. And maybe
And maybe they won't.
they won't. And I don't know which one is worse.
You can't control how they will feel about you. You can only control what you do. So if they accept you for who you are, you can continue to have a relationship with them. And if they don't, sometimes you have to cut yourself off from people who you love if they won't let you be yourself.
Yeah, and sometimes the people that won't let you be yourself are adjacent to a council that is minimizing the effects of magic, and you happen to be very, very magical.
Well, I mean, that's not a situation I've really encountered before, but yes,
no,
very much so.
it's not.
It is true.
It's a bit weird. It's a bit specific. I imagine Jax at this point is just staring into space because of what's happening.
Yeah,
We're
Excel's
having a
having a
therapy session
little
here.
bit of
You're in the
a light issue,
It looks, I hope it's
and
not
has
like a
also
blackout.
muted.
Yeah, my ring light went out. I will
no.
say Jax is quiet, but he's
Thoughtful.
not like staring. He's kind of staring out. He's kind of staring into space, but not because he's like, oh, brain empty, but like,
Yeah.
but because he's thinking really intensely about what Sybil is saying
Mm.
as I try to
Which-
fix my ring light.
Yeah. Do we want to actually take our break while you try
Yeah.
and get that
Tech
fixed up?
support.
I could use a bio break.
Yeah. So we will be back shortly while Extel fights with his ring light. So we will return to Civil Therapy Hour in about
Rip.
10 to 15 minutes.
Ripperoni.
See y'all.
Bye.
Well, I did.
And we are back for therapy hour. We are trying to make the lighting work, so you guys will just kind of have to deal.
It's not.
But yeah, so continue. Do your thing.
And go.
I have more wine, so I'm enjoying it. Silence.
I feel like I talked too much.
You were
Not at all.
explaining that you were
Oh, that's 100%
up
civil.
for it. Yeah, you
I don't
were
know, that's what I was like,
explaining. Okay.
not at all, Sybil. You don't need to tell us anything you're not comfortable with, but just know that we are here for you. I mean, I look around and I assume they were here for you as well. And you don't need to become who your parents wanted you to be, especially now with all of this happening.
I mean, to be so honest, I was never going to be what they wanted me to be. But I don't know. I feel like I could have tried harder, maybe. It's
Not if it
Have
wasn't
you
you.
ever have you ever tried to talk to them about that? It's not what you want to do.
I talked to them in the beginning when I was younger, but like, I don't know, we argued a lot and they didn't really listen. And I brought up maybe not going to school and they lost it on me. They were not having it. They only barely agreed to let me study archaeology or anthropology. But I mean, it's not something that I was ever super interested in. It was just so I didn't have to become another advisor.
You do like learning, though. Like, I think that you all are genuinely passionate about
Yeah.
discovering
and-
these mysteries that we're in the middle of.
And anthropology is really interesting. I like learning how civilizations happen and people and I feel like people make more sense when you learn about them like that. I'm not good at the talking part.
Mm.
And she is once again just like pointedly not looking at Jax.
Oh, how is your brother? You went to check in on him, right?
Milo's fine. Vera was so she's my youngest sister, and she was the one that something was wrong with her. She's got like an eye in the middle of her forehead, and she was complaining about being able to see a guy in like the corner of the room that like nobody else could see. I couldn't see him.
Like see-through? Like a little bit see-through?
I think maybe.
Okay, because I saw a man like that in the main room.
You
just a little while ago.
Like when you were
Don't know
coming
if he's still there.
through? Just a random man?
Yeah, there was just a man there.
Sybil just turns around and is like walking back towards. I'm gonna find this man and I'm gonna kick his ass.
I'm coming with you.
I'm also going. Yes.
Okay.
This man is
Gil finally remembers the man that they saw, and it's like, oh yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah. You guys walk in ahead of Kale, like particularly Sybil, who is on a mission. It's the same mostly circular room with a kind of cabinet dais thing in the center that you see the deactivated automatons underneath, and the giant glowing ball of light, and no one else.
Okay, so where was he?
I walk in. Do I see him?
Yeah, he's still right there, standing on the dais, like light at about chest height.
Right there.
Kale, I can't see anybody.
Oh, wonderful. He looks like, and I'll start to describe him. And I know that Sybil has seen a young Vukin.
Yeah.
And I'm describing a much older version
Yeah,
but it's still the
you don't
same
get a lot
guy.
of you don't get a lot of facial details because again he's still washed out by the light that is like right dead center in his chest.
Yeah.
But like the kind of general appearance does somewhat match. It it's sort of like you see someone of approximately similar race, hair color, and height. Wow. Trying to make that type of comparison. So it's not
Yeah,
an
so
automatic assumption, but other context clues could very easily lead you to that you are seeing the man that is possessing the ball of light.
right. Did you sure you can't see him? He's sticking directly out of the ball of light.
I walk over and just like start just like waving a hand through.
Oh, you've
Through
just
his
gone
legs.
through
Yes,
his.
through his legs.
Yeah, that was him.
No, I don't.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
sure.
I am not going crazy, I think.
Well, I don't think Vera's going crazy either.
Should I go see if I can see what she sees? I don't know why I can see this.
I mean, yeah, we could take a family road trip if that seems. We're already gonna do some terrible stuff anyway. I mean, we could. She looks horrified, and she's like, "Yeah, we could."
I mean, we don't need to if it will upset your sister or your family. Just, I'm
I don't
not sure
know.
why I can see him and you can't, and that's odd.
I think it might actually make her feel better to know that somebody else can do it too. I don't hold on, let me check something. And I touch the orb.
Hello, Sybil.
Hi, quick question. Are you bullying my sister?
No.
Okay, never mind.
That's
And
it,
then
bye.
you just gone.
Yeah. He said he's not doing anything with Vera. So
Why is
maybe
my camera being weird?
a different guy? I thought it was my eyes, honestly. Good to know that my eyes are in fact working.
Your eyes are working. It's the
Wow.
camera that is not.
Incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Hold
It's
on.
weird. Let me
It's
try
very
again.
weird, too.
Today's technical
It
difficulties day.
is. Yeah, it is now.
It sure is.
You're still blurry.
Yeah, you're still blurry.
Oh,
It's
damn it.
working, kind of. So
Sort of.
You'll be blurry. It'll fix itself eventually.
It's fine.
Glasses did not
Yeah.
help.
It'll fix
All right.
itself eventually. But yeah, so yeah, you like take your hand off of the orb. Yeah, it's not him.
Okay.
Right.
Probably not. Him.
Okay. Okay. So Vera said that he crawled out of one of the artifacts. Maybe she didn't say crawled. Maybe I was just inferring crawled. But he came out of one of the artifacts, and it's one of the ones that Ball has. It's like it's just a big ball that holds things in a way that doesn't really make sense to me.
How many artifacts were in your house? I guess
A
if one of your
lot.
parents is an archaeologist, that does make some sense.
A lot. And Ball Ball convinced my mom that she was going to steal all of them, and then not steal. It's very confusing. It was a stupid conversation, and that's why there's a portal in my house now.
Right.
We tried to take all of them.
Gave me wings.
What?
What?
Yeah, well, listen away from you guys. That was an experiment. Listen too. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, I can
What?
fly. Yeah.
What?
I don't think you need to be able to do that.
Yeah, that does seem like a very bad idea.
I mean,
It's
it would be really
As far
cool.
as I could tell, it went for about an hour. I was faster and I could fly.
Faster, Jax.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right. I mean, this is good, sort of. I was going to say that if we're going to go and try and break the siege of Deepview in such a loud magical way that no one can deny that magic was involved, then maybe you having wings and flying around and shooting lightning is not. That might work towards what we're trying to sell,
Okay,
actually.
Oh yeah.
But Jax, please
Hmm?
don't call yourself Legion again. We can't.
Okay, look. I need you to understand
That is
that
true.
that was a plan.
We
It
can't.
was a plan.
We
We
can't
talked about me
posture
becoming a
that
villain.
we're this like group, because then we're gonna be labeled like a terrorist organization. Like,
No, it was
Are
just
you
me.
sure we're
No,
not?
no.
No!
Remember we were talking to. Remember we were talking to Sal Dai, and y'all were like, "We're gonna
Mhm.
sneak around," and I was like, "I don't like sneaking." And then
No,
we
you
were
very
like,
much
"Oh,
don't.
I'll do a villain type of thing where y'all sneak around and I'll draw attention." And that was my setup, but we never did it.
You got close.
We got very close, and we've definitely done a lot of things that are very loud.
But look,
Speaking
I
of,
recommend we worry about this ghost guy later, and we go deal with
It's so
this,
odd that
the
you can't
invasion
see
of the
him.
people.
Right.
now,
No, not now. We got to do it in the morning because everybody's asleep now.
You
Nobody's
should
gonna see.
get some sleep. I will watch for some time as I just woke up. I'm sure I could sleep later. But do get some sleep.
okay.
And Kale is like edging away, but like not taking their eyes off of the ghost.
Mhm.
So they're still just staring at something that you can't see, and they're just like,
So I thoroughly got distracted for a second, realizing that we got raided. What did you
Hey,
say,
raiders.
or what was going on prior to you saying that you were going, or telling someone that they needed to get sleep? So I like thoroughly zoned out, going,
Just
"Oh
out.
yeah, shit,
We were
okay."
we were talking about that time that we had come up with the plan that Jax be like a villain to distract the council
It's where
from
Legion
But Jax
others'
can't be
escapades.
Legion
The
anymore.
Legion thing,
Jax
yeah,
can't be
That's
Legion anymore.
Jax's
Okay.
superhero name.
yeah,
Yeah,
anti-hero.
he was so ready. He was so ready.
Mhm.
he had propped it. He
He
did a
was
whole thing. He did a
he was so
speech.
excited too. Yeah, he was so excited and
Mhm.
so ready.
Someday.
He's like, "Oh, I just get to cause havoc. I love it."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You enjoyed that a lot, sadly.
I'm going to.
Um,
We're gonna rest. I'm gonna take some recovery rolls because I am
okay.
down
Can
some.
I do? Can I use some recovery rolls before the
Ooh.
10-hour?
Okay,
Let's
so
see.
you guys are going to do another 10-hour rest?
I
Okay.
think Kale's tired enough to rest more.
Okay.
Because 10 a.m. seems like a good time to go
Yeah.
Okay.
topple
Yeah.
the government.
Like,
Okay.
if we're gonna talk to
Yeah.
the government, we're gonna do it in daylight so they can see us, not in the middle of the night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the amount of time that like everything is going to take, even if you do the portal transport instead of like walking,
We
it'll
will, yeah.
probably be closer to midday.
That's fine.
Yeah, but yeah.
High noon.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna take my
so
action
go
in my
ahead.
10-minute.
Yeah, go ahead and do the recoveries that you need to, and then I guess you
Sweet.
guys are finding somewhere to just kind of settle in and sleep. Are you going to experiment with any of the other artifacts that Ball kind of brought with them?
I
prior
will
to
look at
going?
that one that's apparently full of people.
Not
People?
full of people.
Full of a guy. There's a guy in it.
It had all
I'm pretty
guys.
sure.
Feels like I
Yeah,
see
I'm pretty
dead people.
sure
Yeah.
that like you guys, or at least you, Kale, had Kiko look at it while Jax was asleep and Ball was there with you.
I think so, yeah.
So for the most part, you kind of know what they are. You don't necessarily know how they work or what they do, but you have the general idea of what they are. The only one that has been actively used and experimented with is the teardrop shaped thing that Jax was just like, I'm gonna try this out. That sounds fun. But yeah, so
And then I could fly.
So there's essentially the ball of holding, if we don't mind taking
Some D&D terms.
some terms. But yeah, it's like soccer ball, basketball size that has a variety of facets that Sybil has used. You have released things from before.
Mm-hmm. Mostly
There's
books.
also the like obsidian dart dagger like thing that you learned from Pico is a magical barrier of some kind. And then the box, the little spirit box that you freaked out and said no human should have.
That is hidden in my breast pocket. No one can
Yeah,
get at
so-
it.
Yeah,
It's
so I
very
don't know if
dangerous.
you are going to
Should be.
attempt to experiment with the ball more to see if there are other items in it, or potentially with the dagger, or maybe the little box. Maybe you take it out and you're just like, what the heck?
I mean, I will wait to experiment with that little dangerous box until everyone is asleep.
Okay.
I'm going to wake up Pico and be like, all right. You told me that this shouldn't be in human hands, right?
It just doesn't seem natural that humans like are able to capture and transport the souls of the dead.
That does seem very bad. I don't like that. I will not lie. That seems like a very bad idea, but it's not going to suck my soul out if I just carry it, right?
Probably not. I've never used one myself.
Great. Right. I'm gonna put it maybe in my pack,
Okay.
like really deep.
Where are you when you do this?
I'm probably, if we're all sleeping, if they've gone to Vukan's bedroom to sleep, I am either in the room or probably out in the hallway guarding before I lie down and have my rest.
Okay. I'm going to offer an intrusion.
Let's do it. I love tasty XP and terrible things happening to my character.
It's the curiosity of, is this going to steal my soul?
Mhm.
Having seen something that is something like a spirit out there. Possibly just needing the extra light that his glowing ball allows, that you decide to do it in the hallway a little closer to the light.
Oh boy.
Do you accept that intrusion?
Oh yes. I've already
Or
marked down the
not?
XP. I am in for
Okay.
this.
So
Let's
you
do
have
this.
one to give out to someone, and I would like you to make an intellect defense task,
Oh boy.
because you are not
Very cool.
attempting to activate this item.
Nope.
It is purely
I
accidental.
have identifying though, if that helps.
Identifying, how does it work again?
It helps to identify artifacts or older items.
That would help you to identify them. It wouldn't necessarily help you to
Tell me what they
use
did.
them or
That's fine.
what to do about them.
I did roll a 17, so that's pretty good.
So you feel it warm in your hands, and then where each of the panels of the little 3-inch by 3-inch by 3-inch box seemed to be different metal, and there was like no visible seam, like it was all just continuous. They all changed to this kind of brassy copperish color, and there's a flicker of the image of the semi-transparent person before he solidifies and you can see him almost perfectly, and the box goes back to normal because you essentially, through your defense task, prevented it from capturing the nearby spirit.
Phew. So I'm sitting in the hallway and I can see this through the open door, and I sort of double take, and then I'm going to get up and go over towards the man who's now standing there.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, can you hear me now.
He's back to being semi-transparent. It's like while it was activating and he was connected to the box, you could see him as if he was solid. It has ceased, so he's back to being semi-transparent. So you got a pretty good look at him initially, and now it's back to what it was.
Gonna go poke that orb.
Slap that orb.
Slap that orb.
Hello. Mm.
You seem as though something very bad just happened. What just happened?
I lost my connection briefly. And it sounds like it is this weird,
Right.
wavering connection of essentially
Right.
him reestablishing whatever contact that he needs to utilize this section of his spell.
I'm going to leave you to sort yourself out, but I think I know what's going on. I'll stop touching things and stop fucking around with magic.
Okay. Okay.
Go up the hallway, look at the spirit box, and just be like, put it back in my breast pocket because I don't think it'll attach itself to my soul.
Hasn't thus far.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And we will rest till morning.
Okay. So as you guys gradually awaken, it is somewhere late morning-ish. You're not quite sure of the time. You do find that you are hungrier than when you had awoken the first time. Too.
Okay.
Jax, you could definitely eat.
When everybody wakes up, then Kale has started preparing the food that was left in their pack. Put out a big
Sybil
spread.
isn't hungry though.
Sybil also probably didn't like sleep, and not in like a gamesy way, in like a she's just been tossing and turning all night. She looks fucking awful when she wanders down like early.
Like, you don't necessarily feel hungry. As you don't necessarily feel refreshed because it felt very restless to you, but you don't feel particularly hungry or thirsty even.
Tick another box that says, "Am I actually dead?"
Yep.
Don't know. That's a
That's
bit
good.
suspicious.
Told you. Look, I'm just saying.
Kale has made a very strong pot of cav, and as
Mhm.
soon as they see you looking down the hallway looking like you haven't slept very well, they'll put out a cup for you.
Oh, okay, whatever.
It's caffeine.
She's
Yep.
like, I don't really want it, but I will just, yeah, she's gonna just sit there and like do the white lady in a Hallmark commercial.
Right.
Yeah, that's not really good. How did everybody else go? How did y'all go?
I don't feel as sore. Oof. Then, like, just promptly spurts.
Yeah.
Eating like a teenager. Right in front of all of you because food is out and available.
Make sure you get your protein in. Protein.
Is he gonna help today?
I don't know.
I mean, we should give him the option to say.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't let him. It's fine.
You wouldn't let him have an option or let him participate?
Participate.
Okay, I'm on board with this.
He tried to fight once against one of the lancers. He hit, which is why I'm like, oh. But I'm pretty sure it did nothing.
Okay.
Also, Alexia, aren't you going to go and report back to Jem, or is that for later?
Eventually.
All right.
I mean, it's catching up with him is sometimes kind of hard. And before I left, he said that he had something that he had to do and might not be around for a little while. But like in the meantime, I kind of have to like do that exercise thing, and I'm gonna kick his ass. But
Yeah.
honestly, haven't really done anything other than like magic glowing
do-
floor for
Do
me to
try to
report.
stretch first. You're going to be very sore.
Drink a lot of water.
I feel good now.
Okay.
Get your protein in.
Teenage constitution.
Oh,
Right,
she'll be young again.
Right.
He's a teenager. He's
Um,
he bounces back far too quickly. It is ridiculous.
Well, since you feel good, 100 more. Go, get going.
Let him eat his
Okay.
breakfast.
Yeah,
After you eat your breakfast,
definitely.
food first.
Like, I don't want to throw up. This is good rations, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
They're from the tea house.
We will
Is
need
it-
to buy or steal more soon. Well, our supplies are getting low.
We
But-
are, I would argue, about to commit treason. So
Yes.
I don't think.
I argue that we've already committed treason.
That's why I mention it.
Yeah, I just think that like, if it doesn't go well, we're not really gonna have to worry about that. So
That's true. You know, it's really unfortunate. I know that you have new to the city, Jax, and if none of this had happened and we weren't in the process of committing treason, there are some very nice restaurants I would take you both to that I think you would like a lot.
I
I
have
can't
some.
imagine that you've had particularly a lot of fine cuisine in your forest.
Kale, do I have some recommendations for you?
Oh,
There's
Aunt
some
cooks
places
really
on
well.
topside that
Oh, I can't afford most of the places on Topside, but there's some very good ones. Were in the Greenbelt.
was that before the big
Before it was actually a
forest
green belt. Yeah.
thing.
I'm not
It-
actually sure if the buildings are still there.
Sure, we could. Yes. You don't have.
OOC. Are there buildings? I ran around that whole.
Are there buildings?
Are there buildings?
Is it still the same, or is it
That's
just
the biggest
like
question.
okay.
No, it's
No, yeah,
forest.
there's nothing. It's just
You
forest.
saw
Just
no
forest.
buildings other than
Oh,
Kale's
right.
treehouse.
Yeah, yours is the only building that survived. Probably 'cause it was
Sorry,
green
and
belts in
I
it.
list a couple names of proprietors of places that I quite liked,
Yeah.
and then I go,
I wonder if
I
they're
don't
still in there.
imagine. I hope they're not. I don't want to be responsible for trapping people in some sort of terrible green prison forever.
Yeah,
I
for the
have
most part, it did try to kick me out a couple of times, but it didn't. Didn't go.
I also imagine it's going to be very difficult to go to a restaurant or an opera once I'm a dragon, so I wish I could have done so now, but
It can
So
be a dragon all the time.
I
Sorry, I
imagine
interrupted you, Sybil.
so.
Go ahead.
No, I wasn't really a dragon all the time. I'm kind of a dragon all the time now, but sometimes I'm a teapot now. But you won't be a dragon all the time. Sometimes you'll be a dragon. It'll be a back and forth type of dragon.
I don't think you can say
What?
always and sometimes.
What
So
will
in
I be when
teen-
I'm not a dragon?
A Kale?
Oh. Like now?
Probably.
Oh. That's not so bad then, actually.
Okay.
I am
So that's what
stealing
you were.
glances at Kale because I'm concerned still.
You should
I'm-
be.
I'm like
You should be.
I'm like doing a like are those shards messing with them, like quick glances on occasion when they're not looking at me.
Do I pick up on that? I don't imagine you're particularly subtle.
It's like
Are you trying to be subtle?
Yeah,
Can Jax be subtle?
Roll
Yeah.
off.
he's not good at it.
and Jax be
He's
subtle.
trying to-
That
I
is
have
a
roll off.
question.
Perceptive and empathetic, and I'm trained in both, so
That is one
listen.
asset, so 3 added to your roll.
Nah. Get
that's,
wrecked.
that's another
Jax.
17, sir.
So a
That's
total
a-
of
that's a big
17
ol'
or a total
14.
of 20.
Uh, The dice were 17,
Nope,
so
math is
Okay.
bad.
yep.
Yeah,
21.
so
It's a big old
20,
14 on
20.
my end.
No, Abby was right.
yeah, so a 20 versus a 14 says that Kale does notice Jax surreptitiously glancing at them
Like,
multiple times
Jax, are
as you're
you
talking about this.
okay?
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm fine. What do you mean?
It's just that you keep looking at me sort of strangely. Can I help you?
Are you okay?
Oh, but not in any remote sense of the word.
I know, like physically. Right?
Actually, I feel much better than I have in weeks.
Good.
Okay.
That's good.
Having a good night's sleep and a proper bath, I feel amazing.
Yeah, that kind of like elbow ache that you would get sometimes from the cave-in that you lost your friend in
Mhm.
is entirely gone.
Oh, that feels great.
Damn.
Soaked away all them pains
Like
of
you
my
haven't
ancient,
Shouldn't mean
ancient
anything to do with being a
32-year-old
dragon.
body.
And,
compared
like,
to
you
all these
actually
kids, these
thinking
literal
about-
children.
Yeah, actually thinking about it, you haven't felt those old pains from like old injuries since the first time
Huh.
you surged and turned into a dragon.
Huh.
You haven't really
Okay.
had the time to stop and think about it though. You've just been
Nope.
going
It has
ever
nothing to do with
since.
that.
I just assumed that was the
Yeah.
adrenaline.
Yeah.
The adrenaline's finally worn off.
After
Speaking of
30 hours of rest, because Kale has rested
yes,
3 times
yes,
between all
correct.
of this.
I grew an
The
entire
adrenaline
forest.
is
I was real tired.
gone. Yeah, the adrenaline is gone.
We've done a rest every session for the last 3 sessions. Isn't that
Yeah.
wild?
We've
You
needed
have
I feel like
rested
that's
more
more-
in the past couple of sessions than you have in
In
like the
several-
campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, if Jax is still kind of like looking surreptitiously at Kale, they would be like, actually, can you come and take a look? I couldn't quite see what was going on with my back.
Oh, you had a bunch of shards in it, but sure, yeah.
Yeah, and they'll like unbutton a shirt and just pull it down, so it's just their tank top on.
It kind of looks like jade and emerald scales gradually spread in like that same pattern that the wounds were across their back.
This
And
doesn't.
it's like patches of scales that vaguely fade into skin and then become scales again where the next crystal wound was.
Guess this is what the inside of that knife looked like.
What does it look like? What are you seeing?
It's pretty.
Scales.
Hmm.
It looks like you got scales.
Like
I
crystal.
mean, I already had some.
Yeah, but
I
it's
mean, you know, more.
more.
Oh.
Yeah.
If
I
you compare it
suppose
to
that's
the
to be
ones,
expected.
if you compare it to the ones on Kale's arms and hands, those are significantly more like a kind of like a reptile that blends in with the greenery around them. So it doesn't have that same crystalline sheen to it. But it's like it's still a very pretty green scale that is on their hands and arms, but not nearly like having cut gems in the form of scales growing out of their body.
It looks kind of cool.
Yeah. It's like in this cool
It's not
pattern. It's like
bleeding anymore, is it? It doesn't hurt. Nothing
pokes it.
hurts, actually.
I'm poking the scale. It's like, can you feel this?
I can feel you poking me. It doesn't hurt, though.
It's like
That's good.
to you, it's like someone poking at your skin.
Yeah.
Scales are innervated.
Okay. That's. I don't think that's how this works. She's like flipping through notes. She's like, I don't feel like this is how any of this works.
I think that we
But I'm
left the
glad you're not
realms of what is
in pain.
normal behind weeks ago.
Listen, I'm glad that you're not in pain. This is so fucking weird.
Mm-hmm.
So are we really gonna go commit treason?
You gonna go fight in that?
I mean-
I think that's the plan.
revolution?
Okay.
I mean, technically, you two are committing treason. I don't live here.
I was reminded in chat.
That's so fair.
Kale and Jax, please roll a d20 for each of your artifacts.
Ooh.
Oh,
Get wrecked, idiots.
7.
That's a 2.
2. Does yours
Hmm.
have a special result on the 2?
Yeah, it does.
Oh no, did you break it?
Oh no.
No, a one breaks it.
Yeah,
Two,
one breaks
I
it.
believe it says it's inoperative for 1d6 days. I think.
So roll a d6.
Aw.
Oh
Come
boy.
on, you can't use
Oh
it when you
no.
go
We can't
commit
have your cool
treason.
wings.
Yep.
Gosh, 3
There's our plan of being like, look, it's an angel. Try and
So
deny
for
that,
3
council.
days.
3
A
days.
Judeo-Christian
You
angel.
are incapable of using the artifact. Sorry.
Damn.
I don't believe that
My
the
shiny
spirit
new
box
toy.
has a special result on the 7.
Cool.
So it's basically you roll for the chance of it breaking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh boy.
Um,
Every day or just when we use it?
when it gets used.
Cool.
It basically failed its attempt at use when you defended against it activating. So there is a chance of it breaking if you use it.
Yeah.
But only
That's cool.
like after that. But yeah. So yeah. Are you guys gonna go fight a revolution?
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
we
I
want to stop by
guess.
the wall first? Do we want to try and lick the wall?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
guys
down.
gonna go lick the wall?
100%.
You guys are gonna go lick the wall, okay?
We're gonna go lick the wall.
Okay,
Also,
you're in
quick
the area
question.
to
In
do
character.
that.
In
Alina,
character. Yeah.
No, I'm
quick question. Who did you give the XP out to from the
Yeah.
intern?
Oh, I hadn't decided before.
Yeah.
Who is down? I know some of us have spent some.
I have 2 XP.
Cool.
I also have 2 XP.
I think Joel
Uh,
also has 2 XP. I think Joel maybe has 3.
Joel spent XP on an
That's what it
advancement
was.
recently.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Joel has no, but has leveled up recently.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who? Let's do Jax.
Oh, yay.
You should have waited until the end.
Wow.
Whoever talks about their emotions more.
Yes.
That's fair. Yeah.
But
Lick
yeah,
the wall.
Lick
so
that
yeah.
wall.
So
yeah,
in character, we're
in
talking about
character, you asked, are we gonna go commit
I
treason?
mean, I think so.
Okay,
Right.
sure.
Hey, just a moment. It would probably be more effective if I could become a dragon. And
Wouldn't it?
yes, it's a little harder. Just give me a moment. And they're gonna like go into the corner and have a little think and try and turn into a dragon. I'm not spending XP on this. I don't think it'll work. They're just like, huh, dragon thoughts. Huh.
Do you need us to go to a different room?
They look slightly constipated.
Yes.
We can leave.
I'm just like hitting the wall with a fist now, just like, nope.
They
It's not
definitely
happening.
look a little constipated. You have no idea what they're doing, Jax.
Jax, stop looking. Jax, give them
I
some.
Okay.
It's weird.
No, I must be still too drained after the forest. There is that magical spring near here, though.
Do you mean where you took a bath or the place where each of us almost died?
Yeah, that's the one I
The
was
second one?
thinking
The
of.
one where I
Yes.
saw
Right.
eyes look. I saw the eyes looking at me for the
I
first
got
time.
I
Pico.
got trapped in ball. I guess they were always ball's dream, and it was rough.
Right.
I was there too. We were on a ship.
Oh
Pico,
yeah.
Remember that was
what is
during the
that wall?
dream
And
instead
is it
of the
bad?
first one.
Yeah, Jax is not. Jax thinks it's the same time.
It's just like straight magic, I think.
Think so. If we brought some of that with us for this fight, it might give us the edge we need. Pico, is this a
Okay.
terrible idea? I am checking in with you first.
It's probably a bad idea. I don't think I was awake during any of that. What?
It's a short walk from here. Let us go and show you, and
Jax
then
has
we'll make
already started
decisions.
going.
No
Treason
touching
is
the wall before.
treason is
Before
also a
Pico
bad
looks at it.
idea. I just want to say. I mean, like,
It depends
in
on
theory.
the laws and kingdom that you're committing treason in.
Yeah, no, I'm on board with this. I just conceptually, this is going to
That's
be
true.
a rough
mean,
couple of days.
I'm pretty sure that one of my lives committed treason a lot during one of the wars, but I can't quite remember which one.
Okay, I'm gonna take as many empty like glass bottles as I can carry.
We're just gonna start handing them
Oh,
out
no.
to people who are
Yeah,
fighting.
Sybil's
Under-
making
Okay.
Like, swing
magic
this.
Molotovs.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. We'll mix it with some
This
water.
is a great idea. All right, I'm like chasing
Okay.
after Jax. I'm like, Jax, don't touch anything until Pico has looked at it.
No, it's
Okay.
fine. You did it before.
So
He knows a lot more about magic than we do.
I have a question.
I know about magic.
Mechanically
Yes.
speaking, does
Okay.
anyone have a nat 20 banked or just
Yes.
assets?
I do.
I do.
Okay.
I have one.
Okay, because it's gonna require a major effect for
can-
you
Let's
to
do it.
successfully
Let's
get
do
one
it.
of these full. Okay.
Let's do it.
I can do a thing.
Yes, you can do a thing.
That's true.
I don't have a nat 20, but I can do a thing.
What
Let's
thing?
go.
That will allow me to do
If
a
we can get
thing.
3
It's
shots,
from
that's
my
one
new
for each of us.
descriptor.
Yeah, there's one for each of you.
If we can get
you've also
4, that's
got-
good for Ball too.
Yeah, you've got for ball as well eventually. But yeah, so essentially you guys are okay. You guys are doing
We're gonna
this.
march out. We're marching out the
Okay.
front door to the
Okay.
wall.
This is who we,
Okay.
We
this is
gotta
who we
go.
are, Evie.
When the DM makes that face, that's bad. We're doing great things. We're making a great choice right now.
At
just
least,
wanna
you
be very
at
clear.
least you have some natural 20s banked. At least you've got a
Mhm,
couple.
I was gonna do this regardless.
Yeah, I
Burn
know.
them if you got
I
them.
know.
I might still do it without it just to see what happens.
Yep. Okay.
We'll
Cool.
see.
So, okay, yeah. So you guys exit the
Yup.
study.
Yep.
And Jax is apparently leading the way because Jax is just like, yeah, let's do this shit. But Jax, this is also where you had that semi-traumatic event where like Sybil and at the time Balder both got knocked the fuck out. Tail kind of turned into a dragon and ran off and
Lost
like
Also
their
yelled
shit.
at me.
and
Then
yelled
yelled
at
at
you,
you
and,
about
yeah,
it.
blamed
Lost
you
their
and yelled
shit.
at you about it before he went and fought Spar. So this is like going to be
Oh, no.
interesting associations for you as you go marching down the skyway for 45 minutes because it is not like
It's
around
fine.
the corner.
It's
Because it's
near-ish,
in-
given that Deep View's
it's-
real far.
Yeah, it is past the like essentially turn off to start going up to Deep View. But yeah, like you, and it's like not necessarily a clear day. It's probably been a couple of days worth of drizzling rain, much like when you guys had initially started going down to the green belt before the whole fight and then grove development.
Years ago.
So it's a little drizzly still overhead, but you can tell that it's daytime. And then you get down to the Seer's room, the room with the what looks to be like maybe obsidian glass rock wall that is oozing a couple of trickles of this sparkling goo.
Right.
And you
Ju-
can
just
feel,
a moment.
you can feel the magic in this room. I would like
Hell yeah.
everyone to make an intellect roll as
Oh,
they go
right.
into the room. It is eased by 1 for you, Maggie, because you have magical training.
Hell yeah.
14.
That's not gonna help.
What did you roll? Is it a 1?
Yeah. Can I reroll?
You have
You
ciphers.
got a cipher. You got
You
a
have
cipher.
ciphers. You have
You
have
ciphers,
your
and you
ciphers.
also have your event reroll.
That's the name of the game.
Event reroll. That's a 2! What the fuck?
Nice
hold
day
on.
you today.
I think quite
different dice.
possibly
on a cipher.
you might need a different die.
Yeah,
It was this red one. This red
you
one
cursed,
is
buddy.
into prison.
Can I
I'm safe.
do my thing on this?
Oh no. What are you doing, Jax?
What are you doing?
You're doing your success on this instead of the
Oh, that's not the thing.
Yeah, I would save the success. Save the success for
Oh no,
later.
I'm gonna save it then. I'm gonna do a cipher on this
this
though
is
because I rolled an 8.
entering the room that is radiating magic. You are
Yeah,
entering
I'm
a
gonna do
room
a cipher
because
on this because I rolled an 8.
the room has become more powerful, just as all magic around the city
That's
has.
true. That's I
I-
probably yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm
I
just
got
like,
an
this is just
18.
entering the room. You have no idea what the result is. You have a what?
18.
18?
I re-rolled the
Did
cipher.
you end up using a cipher, Sybil,
I
or
am using one of my ciphers because it is a new day.
okay?
Yeah, you should do it.
Okay.
Guys!
Did you roll?
Yeah.
Is it another
That
one?
What? I
Like
don't
you
know
weren't
what
meant
to
to,
do.
it wasn't
Rip
meant. It
us.
wasn't meant for you. Is all it is. Yeah.
All right,
It's not in the
Jesus.
So
cards.
as my intrusion, because it's a nat 1, so I get an intrusion.
I rolled 2 fucking nat ones.
It's meant to be.
What are
You
the
guys
odds?
start
Yeah.
to enter the room. Jack's ahead of you, ahead of everyone. Jax and Kale, you can feel the intense pressure of magic as you enter.
Kale would have
Sybil?
hung back because they want to remove their clothing before anything happens.
Okay, so we have Kale stripping in the hall.
Yep.
Sybil, as you start to step into the room and you feel the intense pressure of this magic, your eyes begin to glow and your skin begins to glow, and your magical dream terrain bursts out around all of you.
Damn it.
Oh, good.
Oh, so somebody got a nat 20.
And somebody got a nat 20 from
Oh, hell yeah.
Two spirit
who-
trickster.
yeah,
Spirit
Trickster.
Trickster.
Who's it going to?
Thank you.
Yeah, who's it going to, Trickster? But yeah, so the magical dream terrain just whirls out in this instant effect around you guys, centered on Sybil,
Cool.
and more of your roots and hair turns into prismatic white. All of it.
Rip.
Oh, good.
But you get several streaks with more of the roots spread.
You've now gone past rogue to like half your head.
Now I really need to go to a salon because my
Yeah,
roots is
it's
grown out.
like it's like that early aughts like stripes.
The zebra, the
yeah,
chunky.
you guys got like the chunks
Yeah.
through there, the prismatic white. But
Oh, it's for Sybil.
Sybil.
I can retcon all of this.
not anymore.
Nope. It's
Not
happening.
anymore.
Fine.
But you got another nat 20 if you want to get like a potion too.
So let's see. Dream terrain. I'm assuming that your nightmares have shifted.
I would like to just say that I'm assuming your nightmares is the most stressful way a human person has ever started a sentence with me.
Yeah, I'm assuming that your nightmares
Yeah.
have shifted since you were having nightmares about the tree. Are you still having nightmares about the tree after seeing everyone's dreams and everything that you guys have gone through? Is that still
Probably
like
not.
the source and
After
the
being
start of
murdered?
everything? Or what would you say would be the nightmares now?
I think it's Jax.
Oh no.
I think it's Jax is also Jax almost killing her.
Yeah.
And also just Jax in general. I think it's like him.
Oh no.
There was that one time I did almost just
There was that
destroy
one
some of the
time.
shit.
We have seen your entire corpse. You're just dead ass corpse.
Yeah, and also that. Like,
So
Yeah.
like
it's Jax
It's-
almost killing her, it's Jax being dead.
it's weird. It's flooring and walls that you guys don't quite recognize in an almost maze-like pattern. Sybil, to you, it looks like a strange labyrinth has been made of the textures and walls and flooring of your home. That purple lightning crackles in the air around all of you, and then, like, randomly, when you turn to look around, you see Jax dead on the ground. And then he rises up and shoots illusory lightning towards you.
Oh, good. There was a moment out in the hallway where
It's-
Kayla had taken off their shirt, they're in their tank top, and they're just starting to pull their pants down. And then
It's-
all of this happens, and they're just
Yeah.
frozen for a second with their pants half down, and they just like stare at dead Jax and pull their pants up.
Yeah. And each of you do seem to be in a different room because you were just far enough away to where the labyrinthine, like, horror of recently being at home places you, like, just around the corner from each other in this
Cool.
dream illusion. That, like, when you kind of register what's around you, it's as if you turned to look, and then it's just Jax dead on the ground, and then rises up like freaky zombie and just shoots a giant bolt of lightning at you. Jax,
Oh
it's a
boy.
little surreal when you see yourself dead on the ground and then rise up and shoots lightning you as well.
Look, if he's clapping at me, I'm clapping back. Like I'm going straight in there.
Are you punching or are you trying to?
Oh, don't punch the wall.
shove? What are you
Punch that
doing?
wall!
How are you
This-
attacking this illusory figure of yourself?
It's an immediate like I'm like, whoa, is that what I look? Oh, it's immediate fighting.
Oh,
I
badass.
rush towards I rush towards myself and I go to punch the shit out of myself. Probably
Okay.
with some shock on there.
This is some
Okay.
Shadow Link bullshit.
I
Yeah,
know, I
it
was
is.
thinking
It
that.
is. So
Like I fight myself in my head all the time. It's
Yeah.
how I do my image training, you know.
so the lightning, as you're, like, going to punch, like, you see the electricity crackling around your hand and arm as you're going for a punch, and then the lightning also arcs out when you are mid-swing and just kind of goes through you harmlessly as your fist reaches forward and does indeed make
Punch
contact
the wall. Punch
with
the
the
wall.
wall. How much damage do you do? And then I will tell you
9.
what happens to you.
Punch
Oh
that
no.
wall.
9.
Oh no.
Okay.
9 points of damage. Shock adds
The
3 to my
other-
damage.
Yep. So the other two of you,
Mhm,
what would
mhm,
you
mhm.
say you are doing and how are you reacting to this?
I am trying to dodge because Jax has just shot lightning at me.
Okay.
just gonna fully
Let's do a
leap out of the
speed
way.
defense test. Yeah. Speed
Yep,
defense
I
test.
am. That's a 6. Kale is still pulling up their pants. And they like
And I
fully
also would
fully
like a
trip.
D6 from you.
I
They're
believe
like
you.
their pants are
Oh
how?
my
Oh, that's a
God.
6.
6? Okay. So the lightning passes harmlessly through your shoulder as you
Cool.
stumble back and to the right, and basically just, like, shoulder check what should be open area behind you, but is the wall of the skyway.
Oh, okay. I don't know where I am.
Sybil,
I don't think Sybil has
in the doorway, you're
scared.
just watching as where it was living Jax entering a room is now this illusion, and was dead Jax now not dead Jax shooting lightning through you harmlessly.
I think she's just like standing there looking down, like watching this pass through her as like
It's
a
happened before.
Yep.
yeah.
Ain't the
It
first
doesn't
time.
hurt. Yeah, it doesn't hurt like the first time. You can tell that it's an illusion and that this is your power. The room set it off. And then you hear another crackle of
Oh, no.
lightning.
Oh no.
And Jax yell as he punches the wall. And magic surges through his entire body, and I would like a might defense test, please.
Oh,
If you
Which
roll in that
luckily
one.
are no longer
if you
hindered
roll in that one.
because you are no longer chaotic, so they are no longer hindered.
Oh,
Well,
that's true.
But it
well,
is a
say,
difficulty
I know you're
of
bad at
6.
those.
oh no.
So a difficulty of 2, he has to roll a 6, or a difficulty of 6, he has to roll an 18.
18 and
Difficulty
better.
of 6 has to roll an
Oh
18.
boy!
What did you get?
Oh, Jax.
Look,
Did you roll a 1?
there's a couple of things. I'm still hindered by one because of my coming back to life thingy.
Yeah, the
Right.
whole head
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you get to be dead
So
again.
that means that you have to put effort to succeed, because that turns it into a 7, which you can't roll 21 on a d20.
21.
And I cannot also do my thing on that if it's a 7.
Oh no.
As long as it
Jax.
has to be 6 or less. It has to be
Jax.
for me to do my automatic success. So I'm going to throw 2 levels of effort on there, which I
Yep.
believe is
Sounds good. That sounds right.
how
So
much
that
do I
brings
spend
it
for
down
the,
to a 5. Do you
the first one
have
is
any?
3. I have
Do you have
one
any
edge.
edge? So that
One
means that
edge.
you are spending 4 points of might, because it is
Damn.
3 points for
Level.
the first level of edge
Yep.
or of effort, and then 2 points for the second level of effort. So since you have 1 edge, that drops it to a total of 4. But you're rolling for 15 or better.
I'm gonna use the cipher. Use my other cipher.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
You can't
It's
use
time.
your artifact today anyway, so yeah, you might as well.
True.
Yeah. Because I rolled an 11 on that.
Okay.
Do better.
I'm gonna
did
need
get a
you
15
to
this
not
time?
die from this.
Nat 20.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Very good.
That's
Very good. Major effect.
Good.
You come out of the illusion with your hand like planted directly into the crystal wall. There are minor fractures and chips around where you've punched, and the goo oozing over your knuckles.
Mhm.
Lightning still crackles around the goo, like arcing over the wall, sort of like a Tesla coil. And you feel the power trying to fully knock you out and wreathe you in this tense lightning electricity. And you can feel something inside of you responding to it. You're not sure what, but you are completely out of the illusion. You can see Sybil just standing there looking at something, unseeing, traumatized, and Kale, like, in the hallway, kind of stumbled against the wall looking around, Ball doing whatever Ball is doing. And, like, you've got the goo on your hand. What are you doing?
Sybil? Kale?
You guys can hear him.
Are you?
Are you okay, Jax?
Yeah.
It's
I'm
not
pulling my
coming
hand
out of the illusory Jax in front of you. the illusory, like, dead
Yeah.
Jax in front of you is just kind of...
Jax, where are you?
I'm over at the wall.
Okay,
Follow
can
my
you?
voice.
Okay,
I see you here in the hallway.
it's not real. None of
Okay,
it's real.
good.
Yeah,
It's not.
Good. He
I saw
does
it
look a
too. It's
little
fine.
dead.
Sybil's gonna like put it like staring firmly at the ground, like put a hand out and try and like find Kale, and then
Sybil, it is your illusion, so while
Mm-hmm.
it is out currently and you're not sure how to make it go away, you would have enough control and sense of it to be able to kind of know where, like, openings and walls and people are, because it is not considered difficult terrain for you.
yeah, she like puts a hand out. Be like, come on, Kale, we have to. It's fine.
Right.
It's not
right.
real. Just don't look at.
I fully flinch when you grab me, but then I calm down and come towards where your hand is.
Sybil's just like staring at her feet. Absolutely not.
No.
Not gonna look at
Nope.
this and just walks through.
Are you gonna attempt to take control of the illusion at all, or you're just like, I just don't want to deal with it?
I don't think she knows that she can.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going
Just
to
follow my voice.
hold your hand and just give it like a reassuring squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
To think, yeah, I know now that this is probably a you thing that is happening.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Jax isn't dead. Jax isn't dead. Jax is over there. He's on the opposite side. He's fine. You just don't even look at it. It's okay. Everything's fine.
It's
So you
not
can hear
real.
and see all of this with them, Jax. You don't know what they're seeing anymore, but you can see them. And Sybil just kind of staring at the ground with more of those white streaks in her hair, leading Kale in. And you can hear everything that they're saying because they're in the same room as you.
I'm gonna go walk over there to pull my hand out from the thing.
Take the magic off it.
Does it come off?
Are you trying to shake it off?
What's the consistency of magic goo?
It's pretty gooey.
I
How
don't.
deep does your world building go?
I don't think. I
Is
don't
it
think he
viscous?
does. I actually don't think he does. I think he just pulls his
Yeah.
hand out. And
Because I'm just like, are
um,
you trying to shake it off and like have
It's
it
gonna go
splatter
everywhere.
everywhere? That's why I'm just like, are you trying to shake it off? That is a
Don't do
very
it.
It's not.
valid
Don't listen to me.
question.
Don't listen to me.
but I do walk over and I
Uh-huh.
try to. I'll put a hand, the other hand, the one's
Thank
not
you.
covered in magic goo, on Sybil's shoulder.
So we're like
Hey,
one. I'm
hey,
holding your hand,
it's
and Jax
fine.
has got his hand on your shoulder. You're just like surrounded by friends.
Mhm.
The other hand goes up and she just like holds onto your hand.
Cool.
Still is like staring at the ground. She's just not having that conversation, but it's just holding.
Mhm.
I got some of the magic goo on my hand and I punched the wall.
That's cool.
Oh,
You're okay?
Yeah. Felt like something it felt like it tried to clap back at me, but I
Sure.
stopped it.
Sure.
Pico. I know it's rather late for this. Given that we clearly have already made it effective. It's real dangerous to touch this stuff. Yes.
I would imagine so.
Right.
Hi. Oh, this feels strange.
Right. We probably
This
shouldn't have
feels
done this.
very strange. Oh wow.
You know,
But it's rather
I mean,
late
it doesn't
now.
necessarily feel bad, but this feels strange. Okay, I haven't felt this before. Okay.
I think we broke Pico.
And he's
That's
just
what
kind of
I know.
clinging to your shoulder.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Perhaps we
he's
should
just kind of
leave.
clinging to your shoulder.
Sybil, can
Uh,
you
I
stop
have a
whatever it is you're
question
doing?
for you.
Oh God, not the
Kale.
book. Put the book away. Effie,
The
Effie,
book
put
is
that
coming
book
out.
down.
No,
It's gotten real.
Oh no.
Effie, put that book away.
okay, where is it? Where is it? Where are the M's?
That'll be tense for a moment.
Where are the M's?
Or the M's? What's in the M's section? Hold on, I have to look. The M's.
Peeking at my sheet to see
The
what I have in the
M's.
M's.
Okay.
I'm looking. How much trauma can I give
Okay,
one character, do you think?
Currently,
All of it.
Good.
so close to the source of magical emanating power, as Pico is digging his claws into your shoulder right now
Mhm.
because basically you just amped one of essentially your magical features.
Yep.
It is fully amped up. An ability that normally your magical creature does not possess activates.
Oh, cool.
And you have the effect of what, if he was a normal magical creature, would be considered minor wish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which, in this particular case, a glow emanates from Pico, and then your eyes glow golden, and you
Oh,
have
cool.
3 points to add to your stat pools that are temporary. Once
Oh,
you
hell
use
yeah.
them, they are gone.
Ooh. Let's slam those on my might.
Yeah. Once you use them, they are gone. But
I'm just gonna put 3 more on there. Cool. 3 temporary might. Dang.
it's oh, this feels strange. I'm not bad, but this feels strange.
Oh, that does feel strange. Oh.
We
What's happening?
should leave. That's just she's pulling a bunch of
There's a-
bottles and stuff out. She's just
There's a
fill-
slight problem with that. I have it all in my hand.
Okay, well then hold
Can you
still.
put it in a bottle?
Yeah, Sybil grabs a bottle and takes your hand and just starts trying to get it into the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So-
imagining
So I
it's
can get the grip
oobleck.
off my hand.
So, you know where Jax is. You
Mhm.
know approximately where his hand is, but unless you manage to control and release the illusion, you can't actively see the detail of where he is or where the wall is.
Take
So-
control of it.
He can theoretically attempt to get the goo off of his hand and into one of the glasses. You will need to roll for the coordination to do so.
I will roll.
Or you can take control of the
two.
freaking illusion.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, can I? But do I have
Yeah.
to roll to take control of it?
Yes, because it was.
Yes, I'm
We're
gonna
aiding
it was,
because we are providing
it
you
was an
emotional
intrusion.
support.
Yeah, it was
We're
an
here-
intrusion.
Yeah.
So you have to do a intellect defense to take control of the illusion again.
I'll do
because it was
that.
an
I
intrusion.
will
I have
Yeah.
aid
two
with emotional support.
banked nat 20s that I want to keep.
Mhm.
So I don't
For the
want to
fight.
have to use this. Yeah, I want to keep them for the fight. But
I believe in you.
if I get another nat one, I'm using it.
Okay. So go ahead and make a roll.
Okay, that's
It
a
is-
17.
I was about to say it's
Oof.
just a difficulty 4, and it's being eased because you have friends trying to help you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can feel that you can either modify or release the illusion at this point.
I think she just release it.
Just get this out of here.
Yeah,
Sounds good. Sounds good. So
just
yeah,
a deep breath.
So yeah, it just fades away like sparkles.
So that was
Okay.
horrible.
Right.
I hated
Yes.
I hated that a
Yes.
lot.
That was
Was
bad.
it like a slight squeeze on your shoulder? Like not hard, but just a very light one.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes, and Jax just goes, Are you scared of me?
I'm scared of you dying. Does that count?
In the way that I thought it did.
She squeezes your hand back.
Oh.
She's also like just still. She has not looked up a single time. She is just like staring at the ground.
Kayla's just standing there as still as possible, trying to pretend they don't exist right now. Let you have a moment.
I should get that off of your hands before anything else happens.
Yeah. Just be careful. I don't want you to
No, it's fine.
get knocked out again.
No, yeah, you can do it if you want to. She like has a beaker, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take care of it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you try and scrape it off into the beaker. It's like trying to scrape honey off of your skin. It's kind of sticky and very thick.
I imagine I can't get it all off.
Yeah, so there's
but-
still like a smear. But yeah. And it sparkles across the blue skin.
Kayla will give your hand one more squeeze, Sybil, and go back out into the hallway kind of without saying anything. Just give you a moment.
I mean, Sybil's just gonna take beakers out and like I got 2 banked 20s. Don't make that face at me.
I'm just like, are you using them here? Are you using them for
This is what I
treason?
was keeping them for.
Yeah, I'm just like, are you using them here or are you using them for treason?
I'm keeping 1 for treason if I can if I can manage.
Okay, it is a roll per thing.
Yes.
And remember that potions or taking a potion is considered the use of a cipher.
Correct.
Yes. So using those of you who have used ciphers are down the number of potions that you can take as well, and that includes healing potions. So just strategically so that you know.
Okay.
I used all my ciphers.
Yep.
I think
one of the reasons why I was mentioning it.
I've got 2 more because I can have 3 a day.
Okay. Yep.
So I am gonna just straight up use one of the banked nat 20s to just do this without complication.
Yeah. Adepts are the ones that use a lot of ciphers. They have like 3.
Yeah.
And they think can occasionally get a feature that gives them extra ciphers. But yeah, so you're using a banked nat 20 to like scoop it into a beaker or vial or bottle of some kind. So you've got 1 potion of magical surge.
It has a name.
Yeah.
Great. Editing that. And I'm going to try and do a second one because we need 4 total. We want 4 total. I shouldn't say
we want 4 total.
We want 4 total because I want to be able to give 1 to Ball. But I am gonna roll for that, and if it's exceptionally bad, I will adjust.
It is a might task because it's the coordination of getting it in without getting it on you.
I'm not good at might. Who do you think I am? You think
this is why Kayla's taking precautions.
Can I help? Possibly?
Yeah, can you help?
Does that do something?
Yeah, you can attempt to do it yourself, but it's basically having the dexterity to something. So it's hard to like aid someone in picking a lock. Same thing, like it's hard to
Moral
like
support.
aid someone in like doing that. So you can attempt to do it yourself, but it's not really an aided task.
Gotcha.
Give it a go.
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
Fuck you, Evie! Natural 20, I did it myself.
Without difficulty. Without difficulty, and it's because these tasks this is so difficult. The major effect is essentially that you
did it.
A full potion of
this is my favorite one.
Magical surge. So like you've got 2
Ooh.
successful potions of magical surge.
Hell yeah.
Out in the hallway,
too.
Kale has finished stripping and has taken out one of their robes and kind of wrapped it around their waist like a sarong. Because they are going through pants at an alarming rate and they don't have many pairs left.
Yep.
So
Fair.
they're gonna leave their like little folded pile of clothing out in the hallway and their backpack, and then come in and try to get their own potion bottle.
Are you wearing
Okay.
magic? Okay.
They've got like a towel kind of around their waist.
Yeah.
Just a sarong.
Yeah, you have someone in the equivalent of like what's it called? It's called it's just with an L. Loincloth. You have someone in the equivalent of a loincloth, like wandering in with their like horns in the air, like
And their scaly back.
That's
Yep.
okay. Sybil hasn't looked at anyone. She's stared at
So
the
you-
wall.
So you have a very accurate view of the crystalline scales
Mm-hmm.
with this as well. But yeah, so are you going to use a natural 20 or are you going to roll?
I still have a special cipher.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna see where the dice go on this one.
Okay.
I'm
Do
Do
believing
it.
you.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Go for it.
Roll
Go
a
for
natural
it.
one. I dare.
Oh, I'm gonna need that cipher.
Gonna re-roll it.
Using it. 19.
19. Very
The
good.
first one was a 3.
Yeah,
I no
very
longer
good.
have that
Yeah.
special cipher. Which also means now I have a slot so that I can carry this potion with me.
Okay. So special cipher.
That was from the anniversary episode.
Ah, yes. Okay.
I just haven't had a chance to use it since then.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. So you do successfully manage to get a third potion of magical surge.
So Kale in their like little sarong kind of it's like leans over the
Yeah,
thing,
and, like,
scoops them up very
like-
carefully.
Yeah, you almost get it on you, and then like
Yeah.
just turn your claws just in time.
Right. And then they'll put the lid on it and be like, I'm going to go get dressed. Go back out into the hallway.
It was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Are you gonna lick it off of your hand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
What? Fucking psychopath.
Okay. I would like you to make a luck roll because it is not taking a full
Oh.
surge, full potion. You're just licking off the
Lovely.
dregs. So I would like you to make a luck roll.
Lovely.
It's a D20.
Eh,
I want to know
it's
what
that one.
Oh, my
no.
Christ alive.
Like
Bravo.
This
Bravo.
has been
Kind of
the most
imagine-
nat ones.
so I think you kind of imagine that this is kind of what it feels like when you shock someone in real life. Jax, or not Jax, Estelle, have you ever like licked, I don't know,
An electrical outlet?
yeah, an
battery.
electrical outlet or like
No, but
Put
I
your
have been
tongue
shocked quite a few
on-
times. Yeah.
yeah, like it's kind of like putting your tongue on something in an electrical outlet or like licking a
Yeah.
battery, even like that kind of
Yeah.
startled
Yeah, yeah,
spark.
that's something. Yeah.
Yeah. Please don't do that. At least not while we are live. I do not want to have that
No.
in the video.
You
I
don't
mean,
want me to
like,
bite this battery?
yeah, like
Don't eat
as
electricity,
your
children.
friend, yeah, as your friend, I'm also saying please don't eat batteries. But
Sponsor us.
yeah, but in addition to that, please don't go like licking batteries or attempting to eat batteries on screen. But yeah, in general, please don't eat batteries. Battery acid is extremely corrosive. But yeah,
It's pretty bad.
and that is also not the type of battery that you can do that with.
No.
But yeah,
Ooh.
you need like one of those like E batteries that has like both of the things. on
Thank
the
you
same
for
side.
telling me all of the batteries that I can lick.
And
This
can
is
and
good
can't lick.
information to know.
Alter Deco Archives, officially speaking, does not promote the licking of batteries, and I am not purposefully teaching you guys how to do that. That was just me info dumping because I did not like impulse control. Impulse control did not exist in that second. Please do not lick batteries. Please do
Batteries,
not attempt to
starting-
eat batteries. Battery acid is
I'm starting
extremely
a new,
dangerous.
a new folder that just says batteries I can lick. And it's
got 0 things in it.
it's got 0 things, but we can't fix that.
Anyway,
Please do not
but yeah,
perform
so
any.
you rolled a nat 1.
Yeah.
So it's
Mhm.
it's very similar to out of character licking a battery, or like licking an electrical outlet. It's that like initial shock,
Zerch.
and you do actually suffer not the
A
full
little.
3 points of damage from shock, but you do suffer 1 point of damage from your power basically internalizing and shocking yourself. Because you essentially finished the circuit by consuming the magical goo.
Whoa. I'm just reading about
I wouldn't
batteries.
recommend doing that, y'all.
What did
So-
you do?
Luckily, he did not lick the wall.
Jax,
He
did
licked
you,
his hand.
Jax, did you lick your hand?
Yeah, there's still some on there. I can't get it off, and I'll wipe it on my clothes.
Jax, don't eat magic.
What did it taste like?
Electricity.
That makes sense. Okay. You're all right.
Okay, we'll come back in a minute, and they're dressed now just in the robe and a pair of shorts, but the robe's closed. And they're carrying their pack, and they're ready to go. And they're like, I'm quite ready to go if you are. I feel amazing, actually. We should go. Because they're
Yeah.
like a little bit like little hyper.
So yeah,
They're
so
like
you've got
amped up.
Yeah, so you've got 3 potions. Are you ready to go?
Do
Mhm.
we want to try and get a 4th?
For Val? Yes.
I think it's worth it. Yeah.
Who's trying?
Who wants to do it?
Who wants to try?
Oh, why not?
Okay.
I'll call Sybil towards me, and we'll stand out in the hall.
Yeah. Be safe, please. Just
Don't die.
Might
Don't.
task.
there's no door.
There is no door.
You said it's a might task.
Yeah, might task. Difficulty of 6.
Is it only the might defense task that are hindered from me?
Only might defense tasks because you have died.
Oh, yeah. Lovely.
Damn. That's
Death does a
permanent.
lot of things to people.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Hell
Natural
yeah!
20. Damn.
Wow.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah. So you successfully get
Cool.
a fucking 4th potion of magical surge.
Get wrecked,
for
Debbie.
it.
We're gonna
Go for
commit
it,
so
yeah.
much treason.
Hey, it has to balance out. You guys rolled a lot of natural ones
We
this
rolled a
session.
lot
It
of
has
ones.
to balance out.
It's true.
And you
Oh.
know what? Let's go do some godly shit in front of an audience.
Absolutely.
We all
Absolutely.
simultaneously take our potions.
Just
and
chug
then
a
go
potion.
Commit the most treason anyone has ever in one
Except
day.
Technically, I
that
can't
Jax
even do it. I
can't.
don't have any
Yeah.
ciphers.
He has no ciphers left. He used them all on rerolls.
Oh no.
Listen.
Yeah.
Is there a way that I could? Like,
If he dies again, does it count as a new day when he comes back?
It's okay.
If
Jax will
I-
do
have
obvious
to be able
magic
to come back.
even without this potion.
if
He can
if
shoot lightning.
I want it
what?
so bad.
You what?
Can I make a deal?
Ooh, what's your deal?
I will if I can take this potion,
Hmm.
I will not refill my ciphers the next time we get a long rest.
Ooh. I was just gonna be like, do you have experience points to give yourself an extra cipher? But yeah, I'll take that. Deal.
Yay. Chug it.
Amazing.
So we're about to go into a big old fight, and I've prepared all of these health potions, and you have just negated your ability to take health potions for 2 days.
Yep.
Why would I need to take a health
No,
potion
I'm
when I
just
won't get
checking.
hurt?
We're good. Okay.
It's not like
Cool.
you're a frontline fighter or anything. It's not like you're
Not
going to
like
be
you're the
right in
tank
there.
of the
Yeah,
group.
like, it's deal. It's no big deal. It'll
It's
be
good. It's
fine.
good. It's fine.
It
We're fine.
will be fine.
Everything's
will.
fine.
So,
As we
like,
walk,
you are able to take one of these, and you unfortunately can't use your artifact either because it is inert for 3 days.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jax is.
This
Jax
is gonna be
Jax
Rob
was gonna
Jax.
go into this. Yeah, Jax was gonna go into this with like a little bit of a detriment because the lack of ciphers means that there was going to also be a dearth of
Oof.
rerolls for
Oof.
him.
Don't
Yeah.
roll bad. Just don't roll bad.
Oof.
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
goal.
but yeah, so you guys have successfully picked up 4 potions. Magical Surge. No one licked the wall, so though someone did punch it and then lick their hand.
It's close enough.
And you are ready to theoretically either march up the stairs, or you remember that there, Sybil, that there is a transportation array that you would be able to walk through that does go to an area of deep view. That might
That
be
sounds way more
faster
dramatic.
than doing like a day of walking up the stairs.
Absolutely. not.
Also, after having walked basically up the Empire State Building twice.
Well, no, up the Empire State Building is like to
Yeah.
like
To
to
deep
the
view. Cliffside.
not
That's
to
true.
yeah to cliffside. So yeah, it's you would have to like skirt around the lake, essentially the underground lake, and then climb up a wall.
It's just
Jax would have to
teleport.
climb up a wall.
No, that's not
Also,
happening.
I think
As
remember.
we
Yeah. No,
as
you
we
go.
travel, I was gonna say as we travel, if I can do either my 10-minute or hour recovery roll, that'd be nice.
Already.
I think Sybil is just as soon as this is done, Sybil turns
I'm
back
gonna
and
do
she's
the
like,
hour.
Come on, we're going back to the teleporter room.
Yep.
It's time to commit
Oh.
some treason."
All right, let's go.
Okay, so
I'm
yeah,
ready.
you guys
I'm
walk
back
back.
to full.
You do your bit of recovery. Alexi is standing there, very, very wet and damp clothes because you walked out while he was still taking a bath.
That's
That's
true.
for the best. He didn't
That-
need to know.
He
about
didn't need
the
to be
magic.
involved.
Yeah, so he's just like, where did you guys even go?
Don't worry
I
about
thought
it.
you like just
Don't worry
left me
about it.
here. Since you head into the transportation array, and we will pick up there next time.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh.
What the actual fuck, my
Wow.
dudes?
Where next time where we chug just raw magic
Where
and
we
commit
all-
treason.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be
Oh
it'll be
yeah.
fine.
What's up,
You
Joel? I'm
guys,
speaking to you now from the past. I'm sorry.
yeah, you guys will be just fine. Um,
Oh my god.
Oh, that nat
Yeah.
20.
gonna be
That was great.
A-okay.
That was very
Which
good.
one?
All of
Yeah.
them timely.
Every single one of
Gosh.
them.
yeah. So
Very good.
you guys, whew, you guys survived that a lot better than I thought you would.
Oh,
Like,
Love
imagine if more of you
Think
had
we were gonna
failed
die?
the initial roll just walking into the room, but you didn't
Bad.
have
That-
like good rolls on picking up the potions.
We saw what
I
happened
see
last
that.
time.
Yeah.
we didn't because we were unconscious.
That's true.
Yeah, like it like legitimately just knocked you out. It would have knocked Jax unconscious if he had failed that roll when he punched it.
And we're like, well,
Yeah.
we were gonna go do treason, but now Jax.
We're just gonna sit
Gonna
here for
sleep it
24
off.
hours until he wakes up.
It didn't take a full day. There would be certain things that would happen if it
Oh,
knocks
good.
you out now, because it's more powerful now than it was the last time.
Great.
But yeah, no,
Ooh.
that's why I was doing skeptical DM voice when you said that you were going to do this. But you guys
No,
made
we'll
it
just come back
through.
here at some point. It'll happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys made
Oh,
it
we will.
through. I am very proud of you for making it
Oof.
through without too many issues, just a little bit of trauma. Yeah, so
Don't know what you're talking about.
And
yeah.
y'all didn't have your talk didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
What if we
kind
die
of-
tomorrow? You
it
want to
kind
confess
of-
your love.
It
to
kind
each
of
other.
went somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Everything's fine.
Fine.
Everything's fine.
is fine.
Don't worry about it.
But
fine.
yes, so we will catch up on that next time.
Not running away from feelings at all. Yeah.
Nope.
But let's go ahead and do our little bit of an outro thing. We are going to start with Alina this time.
Hey everybody, I'm Alina. I have been playing Kale. You can find me online at alinapete.com or at alinapete on Blue Sky. I'm really not on a lot of other social media because it's all bad. It's a bad idea, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, find me there or at weregeek.com or on my Twitch channel, which is weregeek comics. I play D&D there every other Friday. Trash Heroes, where we are trashy heroes who climbed out of a trash heap, and RMS. It's a
Mhm.
lot of fun.
They also do amazing art and worked on Indigenerds and all the other stuff that you should totally check out.
Oh, also, if you're in Oklahoma, I will be at Indigipop X this weekend.
Yeah.
I will have a table there. I will be seeing all the other awesome Indigenous creators. It'll be super fun. Yeah.
Ah, Maya's there. Hi, Maya. But yes,
Hello.
so great, awesome, very cool, very cool. Love it. Definitely worry about it, Maya. Next is Maggie.
Hi, I'm Maggie. You can find me most places on the internet at Maggie Hun or _ Maggie Hun. And maybe here some more in the summer because my show is closed. So now I actually have time
Hey.
for things. That's all.
Hey, awesome, very cool. Congratulations on that closing. Hopefully, you'll be able to sleep for
I
more than
would
like 3 minutes
so
now.
love that. Wouldn't that be
Yeah,
cool?
yeah,
I
that would
love
be great.
sleeping.
Yeah, sleeping is awesome. Um, and last but certainly not least, Excel.
So hello everybody, it's me. I'm back. Hi everybody. Xtel, you can find me at Extra the King on all the socials. I'm also staff here at Alter Archives. I run our social medias, so follow us on Blue Sky, Threads, Instagram, and all that stuff. It's a good time. I trying to get my thoughts in order. Also be sure to join our Discord server. I'll post a link on social media for y'all to join. It'll be a great time.
Please do.
So follow us on Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram. There'll be a link to join our Discord where it's popping all the time. We have really good conversations in our general chat.
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes. It's just a little bit of teasing back and forth.
We got a tea channel too. You can hear what teas we're drinking.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
We have several people in the server that really like tea, including the person
Yeah.
Not
that
me.
like is in
I
charge.
hate it. It's the worst.
Yeah, and including the person that's in
Yeah.
charge. So like I was just like, yeah, we get a tea channel now.
Yeah. There's also a lot of other channels in which you can
I'm
share
sorry,
memes
Trickster, I
and
don't have that
have a good
active
time.
yet. I will activate it for next time. I will
Yeah.
activate it
Post
for
a
next
link.
time. But yeah,
Ugh.
so also anyway, follow us here wherever you're watching, whether it's Twitch or YouTube. Subscribe for live notifications. If you are on YouTube, we also have all previous episodes of Empyrean Rising available on the playlist. Working on other potential things and ways to consume said content. And we've got some other fun things that are in the works that should be appearing on the channel later this year. Announcements yet to come. But I am Evie, the Disaster Jam. Pronouns are she, they, or any. And we will catch you next time the magic awakens.
Bye.
Okay, let's see who's doing it. And there's the end credits and chat.